watching Leicester Till I Die TV.
Watch us on YouTube.
Listen on your favourite podcast platform.
Or ask your smart speaker
To play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Right, Chris.
All right. How the devil are you? Good afternoon, good evening, good day, good morning, good night, goodbye. Hello. We're back. It's football. Yes, it's Sunday. It's some unearthly hour. Who? 12 o'clock kickoff. Fuck you, Sky. Oops. No, Up I went and I came back. I hope you've got me now. Yeah, YouTube. That wasn't YouTube, although it might have been. Who knows? But this is LTID TV from Leicester Till I Die. Thank you for joining us for the Watchalong, either on your favourite platform. Well, it's only on YouTube, or we're also on Twitch. I forget we are on Twitch. You can tell that this is an early kickoff for me, and I've absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. So, talking about having no idea what you're talking about, Lawrence Fox is to women. Brad.
Yes.
How are you, Brad?
I'm here. You keep freezing,
What
mate.
has happened to Brad? There he is.
I'm right here. I was right here. You keep freezing, mate. But yes, I'm still here.
I think I've got too many windows open.
Close them. It's cold. It's autumn, mate.
It is. Then Jehovah's Witnesses will be getting in. Yes. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. I'm
said
good.
My twin.
Yeah, twinses with the shirt. So
Yeah.
you know what particular name I have on the back of mine. I don't think we're the same in that case.
We're not,
but yeah,
I haven't got any name on my back. But
yeah.
you know.
But apart from this silly old division with its silly scores, I'm in a certain league. I'm fine. I'm not pissed off. I'm not angry at certain people somehow predicting Coventry to win 3-1 away from home. No. I'm happy, Chris. I'm happy.
Morning, Scott. He says, "Is this the father and son channel?" Only joking. Hope you are both well. I am at the moment. Ask me again in a couple of hours' time, and I'll let you know. Scott says, "I hope you're all well. It's that time again. It is. And please do subscribe to the channel." Luke will be joining us in a minute. Not sure what he is doing, but he will be with us in a second from Down Under. And that is where you can find us on all our social medias. But first of all, I'm going to bring in, I know what, how can you get more beautiful than me and Brad? Well, if me and Brad had a love child, it would be this young lady. Kate, hello, how are you?
That's a disturbing introduction for her.
This is my really disturbed face. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you very much. Yes. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, let me think about it. I didn't really think about that before I said it, but
No. There was no distance between the brain and the mouth there at all, was there?
It wasn't. I thought you noticed, did you? You noticed. How are you doing? It's been a while. I hope you are well.
Yeah. Yes, good, thank you. Yeah, how are you both? Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
well, one of us is better than the other after this week's results. But you're in sunny Lancashire.
can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I'm not gonna. Can we just stop a bench and see if I can get a signal? I just put this round away.
I think.
Oh, 5G. No, I haven't.
Yeah, we've got you. Have you got us, Mother?
Oh, she looks like she's on a hunt for a spot
I
somewhere.
was just going to leave that picture up there because it added a certain nice view to the to the show. I guess really we can't replace Kate's beauty, but I suppose this is as close as we can get. Luke, hello, sir. How are you?
Feeling beautiful, mate. How are you?
I'm very good. You obviously didn't get the yellow memo.
No, I didn't get it. No.
Not to worry, sir. Look, we're not top at the moment, but we could go back. If we get Kate in, I will sort of interrupt you both. But at the moment, let me just try and bring the team news up. Here we go. This. Oh, hang on. I think we got Kate back. Hang on 1 second.
It's so organised, this show.
We're being let down by technology, Jeff. Kate. See, this is Lancashire, you see. They still have monkeys running around the wheel to try and get decent Wi-Fi.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm a short walk from the motorway up towards Lancashire, and I can tell you, if it's miserable here, it's probably miserable there.
Kate, can you hear me?
She doesn't look happy, so she's clearly not happy.
Well, she's in Lancashire. Who would look happy? To be honest with you, the home of black puddings and meat pies and. No, I think we've lost her. Luke, I'll come to you first. Thoughts on the team?
Right, I just had a quick look. That is nearly identical to what I expected. The only change is Vardy and Fatua for McAteer. And I think those two are going to be the most that are probably interchange of one another. I think it looks like a strong team.
No, I think it does indeed. Brad, you were surprised, you were saying before.
Yeah, I maybe expected. I mean, it's a toss of the coin, isn't it? Cody came back in the midweek. He played 90 minutes. He played really well. And then you've got I suppose you've got the luxury of knowing he could come in Wednesday because you want to keep him getting minutes under his belt, don't you? He's going to be an integral part of this season. You know, he's going to be an integral part of that defence. But the rest of it aside, I mean, what does McAteer have to do to be able to play consistent in this side? I mean, maybe it's showing favouritism towards one of the loanees in which one's already really impressing, and it's a good sign if that's the case because we know we have condition in his loan. If he plays so many games, we can get him on a cemented fee. So it's not the worst thing to see Fatou playing. I think he deserves a start. He's looked really good attacking that side, and he's been unfortunate not to get a few assists with some of his crosses in the box. But I'm surprised your top goal scorer in the rich vein formerly, isn't biting at the ankles to the manager saying, "I want to start this game so I can get us on the front foot." But yeah, I'm not looking at it going, "Oh, for God's sake, he's put this guy on." So yeah, it's a decent lineup.
Luke, do you not think though we should be expecting this season? I mean, I did read a comment the other day when everybody said, well, it's just like having a European season because, we've got extra games. We're playing midweek. Yes, we are. When we were in Europe, we were doing that. But I think it still is more games. But I think I think every player's got to expect to be rotated. Well, maybe not over the next few weeks once we get, through October. I think we've got a couple of months where we don't have midweek games. But at the moment, I think you get a hat trick. There's no guarantee you're going to be in that team.
No, spot on. I completely understand what Brad's saying with Connor Cody, and I get it. But I don't want to. Well, not me, I'm not the manager, but like probably don't want to rush him back too soon. If he's just played a full 90 minutes, which is great, probably need him a rest. It was only 2 or 3 days ago, so give him a rest. Vestergaard hasn't put a foot wrong. Probably expect to see Cody take Vestergaard's place in the next game. And as for McAteer, he is great, but he has also been playing a lot, no matter how fit and young he is. And Fatua, this is the long season, like you just said, so it's good. It's good to have these options and have these rotating players.
Yeah, it is. That I made the point with Brad before. It's a good point you make, not just because I made it, but about Cody playing 90 minutes midweek. I mean, Scott makes a good point here, Brad. I mean, Mavididi, despite everything we've said, all right, with the wingers, they seem to be the ones that are being changed, but Mavididi does seem to be in there constantly. It seems to be the other side that is rotating.
Yeah, it does. And I just wonder if maybe there's only one area he's willing to experiment. Because if you start putting players that are comfortable on the right out on the left, and then you've got to rest somebody and put someone on the right, you don't want to get somebody injured. And then you can't take McAteer off. Because he'll then have to ship over to the right, and then you've got to put Albrighton or Mavididi on or whoever on that left, and then it can kind of muddle things a little bit. Because say we put McAteer on the left and we rest Mavididi, and then like you said, Fatou plays on the right. McAteer then goes and gets injured or gets skinned alive down that left and gives the ball away, and he's not comfortable on that side. We then force them to a change before half time, and I know you get 5 subs, but it's besides the point. I'd rather have him on as an impact sub that can come off the bench with 20 minutes to go and try and change the game if necessary, or sit one out. But Mavididi, look, he's going to frustrate you, Mavididi, because he'll try and do a trick too many. He'll try and take past too many players, but he just seems to have this set engine where it's kind of like, don't waste or burn your energy until it's hugely necessary. And that's when we get the ball in our half on a front foot, you make them runs. And when he does that, that's the quality that's shining through. And I think that's maybe why Mavididi's got a little bit more in his engine to kind of play again this weekend. Because he didn't play, did he?
Yeah, I take your point, Brad. But Luke, going back to pre-season, Northampton Town, was it? No, it wasn't McAtee. It was
Marcel.
Marcel that was on the left. We have got those options, and he does like players that can swap around. I hope we're not getting into a Rodgers situation where the same players, he's got his favourites. I don't think we are, but I hope we're not getting to that.
I'm first of all, I'm pretty sure we have seen McAteer at some point. I can't remember which game it is, play on the left side, so I definitely think he's capable of doing it. But as for favourites, until he got injured, I thought Doyle was definitely a favourite. Whether JJ was fit and ready enough or not, I clearly think Doyle. He has come out, Enzo, and said he wants a left-footed defender, and now we don't have one. But I think Mavididi and Doyle are definitely his 2 favourites. There's nothing wrong with that, providing that if they're playing poor and you persist with playing them, that's when it becomes a Bella and Rodgers problem, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And
yeah.
Yeah.
Kate is trying to get in, bless her. Lifty's in. Good evening, Lifty. Are you all? Good evening, good afternoon, Lifty. How are you doing? Let's try Kate again. I think it's that. It is that Lancashire internet system. Dan always used to have problems, didn't he?
He still does, but that's only because Kate refuses to get on the Wi-Fi reel for him at times.
I'm sure that's a euphemism for something, but we won't go there. But
it's not. It wasn't supposed to be. That's your mind in the gutter.
That just me knowing Dan and Kate.
Yeah, sure.
I can just say that's his Kate, not our Kate that's in. No, we definitely... Oh, hello. She's at the ground. No, she's not at the ground. She was at the ground because I saw it in the background. And I had the pleasure, as I often say with Blackburn Rovers, of actually working there for 6 months. And I did say to you the other day, didn't I, Brad? I was there over Christmas. And where most places you get a bottle of wine off the boss, we we got a load of turkeys, which apparently is
Oh, yeah.
tradition in Blackburn Rovers. But they've got 12 probably turkeys that are going to be playing on the pitch today, Luke, of Blackburn Rovers. But overall, you're happy with that lineup?
I'm happy with it, mate. I've been happy with pretty much nearly every lineup we've had this season. Maybe that's just because we're in the championship. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just take these as they come along, Luke, and with each match there's going to be a surprise, if you like, in there. The surprise is Vestergaard's still in, possibly. Justin, though, he's come back in, but we couldn't believe that he was left out at the start.
That's what made me think that, without a doubt, that Doyle was his favourite, or his love child. But and also he played JJ on the right-hand side. He looks so much better on the left, JJ, especially he's had a bit more of a run out now. So I'm actually stoked he's back in the team.
I am. I think he's on his better side, because I was at that game and I think he got roasted a little bit on the right. But to be honest with you, Brad, he knew Doyle, didn't he? Obviously from Man City.
Yeah, and that's why he got brought straight in. He was one of the first signings, through the door, and it makes sense. And look, like Luke said, as long as they're managed well, every manager has their favourite players. There's certain players that you'd never in a million years would have seen play for Leicester City if this manager didn't come in, because he would have taken them to elsewhere. If Enzo would have gone to, I don't know,
I'm not smiling at you. I'm just smiling at the fact that I'm watching Andrea Bocelli singing Nessun Dorma on the telly.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
But let's say, for example, we'd have got Michael Carrick in another universe, and Middlesbrough would have got Enzo. Doyle would have gone from there, no doubt. He'd have got him in there. And like Luke said, that's fine. And obviously, he's not playing bad. He's unfortunately injured for 12 to 16 weeks, which is never nice to hear. But it's nice to know that doesn't automatically mean with him that he can't find a way for players to get in the team that are training well, because prior to the injury, obviously James Justin had started to make appearances in the side. So as long as you handle it right, you could say, okay, McAteer's on form, and I'm like, I thought he'd be playing today because he's a goal scorer, he's in red hot form. You might want to play him, but if you remember the bell end with Maddison and Dewsbury Hall to a state, what did we used to say, Chris? He's burning them out. They're playing every game every week. They're playing Monday, Thursday, Sunday, bloody every time, and they look burnt out. So maybe that's why they're not playing as well sometimes.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, in Enzo we trust.
Exactly.
Let's be honest with you, Luke. When you look at that, let's just have a look at our bench: Cody, Sutar, Chowdhury, Cassidy, Yunus, McAteer, Iheanacho, Daka. Most people would love that as the first team, not just the defence, not just the reserve. The bench.
I know, it's rude, isn't it? It's just like you could use any of those, and it's strong as. This is why, I know, again, I said this the other day, I'm going to say it again, this is why we need to go back up first time of asking. Like, the depth that we have is ridiculous. And like I said, towards the back end of the season, that's when, the Ipswiches and teams like that will, in my opinion, drop off because they don't have the depth that we have and the ability to be able to rotate such good quality in the championship.
Yeah. I just want to read, because Scott's just come up before we move on. I just want to quickly answer Scott's point. He said, it'd be interesting to see if Chowdhury gets some time, but he also says, surprised to see Sutar and Daka both on the bench. Now, I actually was talking to Alan, who, as you know, goes to all the matches and does our man of the match. And last time he went for McAteer for the last game against Liverpool. Surprisingly, with a performance of 6. But he said, what did you think of Sutar? I particularly asked him, and he said, thought he had a decent game. Jonas looked okay as well. Have a good touch. We have nothing to be ashamed of. And yes, I think we can, and this is what Alan said. And I trust Alan. Like I say, he's sort of my age, so he's been around the block a few times. Bless him. But he is actually at the game, so he does see a lot more than we do. And he says, I think we can see that Sutar and possibly Daka is worth holding on to. Brad.
Yeah, they're going to be vital. I think they're worth holding on to, and it's been noted 1,000,001 times already, even though we're still a few months away from it. But I mean, maybe not Daka. I don't know why he would go to the AFCON, but we're going to lose strikers in that area. That's the thing, and we've seen already this season that an injury, a packed up fixture list. We need to be able to rotate in all our areas, and it's great that we've got a glutton of depth in the midfield and in the centre back areas. I want to say not too much in the wide areas, but these inverted wing backs these days, the way Enzo plays them, it's not such a bad idea. They don't necessarily have to be wing backs that are playing in this back four. So a glutton there. But in the striking department, we're going to lose Iheanacho, and people are fearing that we're going to lose Daka. Now, unless he suddenly becomes the favourite up front, I don't know if Zambia would still pick him and take him. Probably would. But you're going to need these strikers throughout some points of the season, whether they're here for the AFCON or not.
I know the Zambian manager has been asking Enzo to play Daka more.
Well, it's none of his business. I say this about any international, but I've said this.
No, I'm just saying. So he's obviously in the Zambian manager's plans.
Yeah, of course he is. But at the end of the day, that's a him problem.
Yeah,
that's up to Daka. That's up to Daka to train well and prove to Enzo that he can come off the bench, or maybe even start causing a stir between Nacho and Vardy. Because right now, we have yet to see or been given a reason. Because did you know he played against Liverpool? Because I didn't. I know he came on apparently, but I didn't. You know what I mean? I've not seen anything to warrant him saying he should get in the Leicester City side. So if he's not getting on our side,
in fairness, we used to say this about Iheanacho.
I know, and that's why I mean it might change. It might change, but until he's given that,
a love child there, Brad.
I know. I'm not angry, Chris. I'm just disappointed. I hope Conor Cody comes in and keeps the best of our out of the team.
That's the table, Luke, because Ipswich Town managed to get me 3 points, although they could only get 1 point for themselves with the draw. Ipswich, you're right there, Brad.
No, I'm fine.
Did you not go for the 1-1 draw with Ipswich?
No, funny enough, I was only one of you miserable lot that had the bottle to say that Huddersfield could cause the upset, and you bunch of fairies sat there and went, "Oh well, my heart wants Ipswich to drop points, so I'll go for a draw." And it'd be 1-1. Stupid Ipswich.
The move was right. It was right. But anyway,
no.
let us let Brad stew in his own thing there. Look, we're still second. If we were to win today, it just gives us that, opens that gap up even more, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Keep these wins coming on the road. I think I'm going to have to get involved in this score prediction things that you guys do. You guys get proper into it, eh?
Well,
no, you can't, Lou, because I'm doing that badly. You probably catch me up after 1 week. I'm not having that
I was just about to say, we are 9 weeks into it, but if you want to join, Brad, I'm sure Brad can fit you in, and you'll probably catch him up in a couple of. Oh my God! They are showing a game at Ewood Park where it was Blackburn 5, Leicester 3. And I remember being at that game because I lived in Blackburn at the time. And I think Blackburn, just showing now, they were 3-0 up.
They were 5-0 up. I remember that game.
Yeah, it was 5-3. And I was in the away end and I was having to go every time we scored.
Do you want to know how old that game is, Chris? I want to see if anyone remembers these days. And I'm sure you, Luke, being a spring chicken, won't remember this. I remember that game. And I remember having to follow that game through teletext.
Wow.
And I remember it went 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. And then obviously it flicked up and it went 5-1. And then a few minutes later it flicked again and it was 5-2. And it flicked again and it was 5-3. And I turned around to my granddad, only Neo Grasshopper, bearing in mind. And I naively went, Leicester might pull this back. And my granddad looked at me as if to go, they won't, but I didn't think they'd get 1 goal, let alone 3, so just enjoy it. I remember teletext, guys. That was a thing, how we got our scores in the old days. Isn't it, Chris?
It's how some teams got their strikers, wasn't it?
Oh, we don't talk about that, Chris. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
But there, look, Luke. Ipswich Town 22, Leicester 21, Preston 20, Sunderland 18, Hull 16, Cardiff 16. And I mean, are you surprised? I mean, they're just interviewing. I can never. What's he called, Brad? Thomas. Something.
Thomas, John Dale Thomas.
That's it. Yeah, I actually was one of the two that I wanted to come to the club when we got rid of Dean Smith. The other one being the Ipswich Town manager. Are you surprised how bad they're doing?
Me? Not so much. Like again, I don't want to write off too many teams until 10 to 12 games from now. I reckon give it a while, and then we have more of established, positioning on the table for everyone. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I know a lot about Blackburn because I've been too spoiled in the Premiership.
No, fair enough. Brad, are you surprised? I mean, they were. Did they get to the playoffs, or were they just outside the playoffs last year? I think they got into the playoffs, didn't they?
I don't know. I was watching someone's preview show, and I think they had. I can't remember whose it was, but they had a Blackburn fan on this. They've been in the Championship, and I don't think they've ever been in the playoffs since they've been back down in the Championship when they got relegated from the Premiership last. That's what he said anyway. I mean, some Blackburn fan or some stato in the chat might correct me on that, but apparently they've never been in the playoffs since they last got relegated from the Premier League. So it's not an ultimate surprise for Blackburn. And I kind of go with what Luke says. You have to remember this division. Right, I know we're starting to bridge the gap. I mean, Preston, I'm just saying, that was a great result for us. Nobody got any points on that one.
No, they were 7th, actually, mate.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah, so they weren't in the playoffs. So they weren't.
Literally on goal difference.
Goal difference, 20 points. Doesn't matter, didn't make the playoffs. So, meh. I was right on that fact. Well, the Blackburn fan was right on his own too. But
in fairness, knowing Blackburn as I do, I think that was probably down to the fact that since they got relegated, Jack Walker had sold his shares and they're now owned by an Indian chicken company.
Well, very true. But I mean, the thing is, Blackburn's probably in that position. I don't know that I can't see the full table, but I can't imagine they're more than probably, excuse me, a draw or a win from moving up about 7 places because of.
They're 17th at the moment. They're on
it's a bit lower than probably
-4. They're on 10 points. If they were to win today, they would probably jump up to between Leeds and Southampton, so 9th or 10th. So yeah, it is earlier, but I'm surprised because their man commentary have not started the season well. But if we look at Blackburn, I mean. They are, where are we here? I've lost Blackburn. What did I say? They were 17th, didn't I? They scored 12, so they know where the net is, but they've also conceded 16. They have got the top goal scorer in the division, though, Luke.
Yeah, well, he's not going to score today, so you heard it here.
Oh, we're here.
Clip that. Clip that so we know who to blame if we lose any scores.
Very nicely into. Give us your prediction then, Luke.
Okay. I've gone ballsy of my score. I think I've already told you both, but I've gone clean sheet 4-0. Let's go, Leicester. Straight back up.
4-0 for Luke. Right. Brad, I can't remember what I said in the prediction show.
I can go and get the notepad. I believe we actually may have gone for the same, or you went for a Leicester special.
God.
I think you both went 3-1.
I went 3-1. I know I went 3-1. And Chris went for a clean sheet. Chris has gone 2-0. Chris has gone 2-0 to Leicester.
The mighty Yannick will keep a clean sheet.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm surprised you haven't gone for a Yannick double from corners.
No, he's just going to wait. He's just going to wait his turn for that. Scott says, is that 10 more points than Brad?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, it is. It is, Scott, all right? Shut up, Scott. Can I ban people from here? Can I time them out?
Jeff is in, who is top. I did send you a message about...
I've corrected it. Don't worry. I got his message. I responded to him. He knows I've corrected it. So he said I could have it because I need it.
Jeff has gone. He's agreed with me and 2-0. So it is the first meeting of. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all, mate. Luke, I tell you what. We're 10 minutes now. I'll let you go now, and then you can concentrate on getting the stream up and working. It is on Sky in the UK, so I don't know how you get it over there in Australia. But I will see you at half time, sir.
Yeah, I will. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just didn't want to be rude. I'll see you guys at half time.
That is fine. Not a problem at all, mate. You take care, and fingers crossed.
4-0. See you soon.
Cheers, mate.
See you later.
Oh, so we'll catch up with Luke at half time. He's gone off. Check out Leicester Down Under, because that's where he is. It's not a euphemism for Brad's position in the league or anything like that.
I thought Australia's probably still above me in that.
Yeah, probably. So he's gone 2-0. So let's get your score predictions in, guys. Yeah, I can't remember what I'd gone for. Just to run through, I'm sorry I've got to do this to you, mate, but just to run through the scores from yesterday. There was some hell of a surprises. I'm surprised I got what I did. Southampton 3, Leeds United 1. Brad has disappeared for this, which I didn't see coming. Bristol City 2, Stoke 3. Cardiff 2, Rotherham 0. Huddersfield, the aforementioned Huddersfield 1, Ipswich 1. Hull 1, Plymouth 1, the Jinxters special there. Millwall 0, Swansea 3. I think probably most people got at least a point there for the hatred of Millwall.
No, I was the only one, but that doesn't count for nothing for me.
Norwich 2, Birmingham 0. Now, this is a surprise, but well done, West Brom. Preston 0, West Bromwich Albion 4. QPR 1, Coventry 3. Watford 2, Middlesbrough 3. And on the Friday night, obviously, it was Sheffield Wednesday 0, Sunderland 3. And I'm sorry, Sheffield Wednesday, but your fans are absolute arseholes.
Yeah, I saw that. So there's no need for that at all.
Jack is in. Good afternoon, Jack. Please beat Blackburn up the Clarets. A big Burnley fan there. We'll do our best, mate. We'll do our best.
Although I don't want to put the mockers on it, but I want to refer people to yesterday's results. Not in the Championship, because it's Premier League's where it's at for predictions in my eyes. You know this, Chris. I'm a 2-time Premier League champion. I'm not a Championship champion. It doesn't work like that. But I want to kind of cast our minds back about, what was it, four game weeks ago when we lost to Hull?
Yeah.
Can we just remind people that yesterday, the £7 billion squad of Manchester City lost 2-1 away at Wolves.
They did.
So just prepare yourself. If it was to go wrong today, don't go getting your pitchforks and losing your minds. It happens. But I'm just preparing people, because we know what happens when Leicester start to fly high. We do an Icarus, don't we? When we get too close to the sun, and when we singe our wings, people seem to think, the apocalypse is going to start. So just have that in mind today. But let's hope that we don't have to talk about that, Chris. Let's hope we're cheering the win, obviously.
See what I do want to talk about, because it also starts today, but it does clash with the men.
Yes.
Do talk to us about the Women's Super League and your plans for that, young man.
Yes, so unfortunately, the Women's Super League kicks off at 2:00 today. And the reason that is unfortunate is because I did plan on the opening game of the season to potentially have done a watch-along. So you'd have got a double watch-along. But some smart Alec decided to move the Blackburn game to today. And by the time it finishes, the Leicester game will have kicked off by the time we're still doing our post-match. So my idea is I am hoping to be able to find a way to sort of keep an eye on it whilst we're doing a post-match, and then either later today if I get the chance, if not tomorrow afternoon. So it'll be before we do our debate show, but it'll be tomorrow afternoon. I will be doing a post-match / roundup of Leicester's first game, third time's a charm because it's our third season in the WSL. I will be giving my post-match thoughts on Leicester's first opening game against newly promoted Bristol City. So, yeah, do make sure you are over at LTI TV 2, easy for me to say. if you are a follower of the WSL, and I will do a roundup. And you know what? It won't just be Leicester. I'll do a bit of post-match, but we'll look at all the results through there. So, yeah, if you just like the WSL or you know people that like the WSL, get them over to my channel that I'm in there, and we'll talk about it later on today or tomorrow.
Indeed. So looking forward to that. Carry on getting your scores in. I've got some down here. Jeff's gone 2-0 to Leicester. Matthew 1-0. Lifty's gone 2-1. Lifty, in answer to your question, no, we do not have a VAR in the Championship. Thank God. Especially after what happened with you guys yesterday. I feel really, really sorry. I know the guy's been dropped today for the whichever game it was. So, mate, VAR, I was one of those that wanted it to be introduced. I think my son said it to me the other day, and that is we need the rules of football need to be changed to accommodate VAR. And I am loving the that played it.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it short, Brad. Sorry, it was just a comment because the players are about to come out. So move on. I just wanted to answer Elevator's question there. We don't have it, and it is a pain in the arse. And as much as I do shout at the referees, I actually then have to think and go, actually, fair point. At least it's not VAR. But Brad,
very true. Yeah.
Hopefully, you're going to get a stream. It's on Sky. We're in orange. Vardy's captain is about to leave the team out. I will see you at half time.
Yeah, see you at half time. So we're talking some good things at half time.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 3-1 because your prediction.
I can't predict things. yeah. And I'll take 3 points for Leicester, mate. That'll do me.
That'll do me. All the best, mate. I'll see you at half time.
See you at half time, folks.
Thanks a lot, mate. Take care. Bye bye.
The Premier League? That's so last season. It's all about the Championship here on LTID TV.
Now that's what I call football.
You hit the right spot.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Indeed, so here we go. Look, we are about to kick off. They're just going through the teams now. What I do need to remind you, it has been going along the bottom there. Do in the comments, no spoilers. Even if you think it's a joke, a spoiler, you don't get warned, you are kicked straight out. And if it's a regular offender, you actually get banned from the channel. So you wait because everybody's watching it on different ways. You can be watching it on Sky in 2 different rooms and be at 2 different times. That is how modern day football works. So basically, you wait for me to read it out or announce anything. Otherwise, if you don't, like I say, it's a kick out. So you've had your warning, and that is the only warning you get, I'm afraid. So here we go. Madsen Manson is in his purple kit, which is dark purple shorts and a very cerise, is it? Is it that cerise, that top? Oh no, I think it was just a stripe going down the side. Yeah, I must admit the managers, I would have liked him as our manager, but then again, he's struggling this season, but He's just signing a few autographs. Endo sat there in thought. Boris has gone 2-0 to Leicester. Scott's gone 5-1. Whoa. So here we go. We kicked off then. So Blackburn in their blue and white halves are kicking from right to left. Leicester in our third kit today to give it an outing in sort of the light orange, is it? And white shorts and orange socks. Kicking from left to right. I do like that. All right, let me turn my phone off, otherwise that buzzes early. And I don't want to... No. So put that in the drawer. So it's Blackburn with the ball. You've got a few seconds to get your predictions in, but Blackburn coming away now on the far side. Pull it in midfield. Ooh. No, Leicester were able to cut the cross out, but then lose it straight away. Winks there getting the ball. Oh no, this is Ndidi here. I think twice has not been able to hold on to the ball. Russ, hello Russ, how are you? Hello Fee, welcome to you both. How are you? So Leicester on the far side. Cut it inside. Oh, and we get a free this time. We get a free kick for a foul on Ndidi. Oh, again, Ndidi. That's 3 times. This is not the Ndidi that we've been used to seeing. Russ has come in with 1-3, and Fee has gone 3-0 to obviously both to Leicester. So the Blackburn goalkeeper rolls it out just on the far side, but pull it into the middle. It's in the centre circle now. Blackburn giving the ball away now. Ndidi again. I'm sorry, Indeed he's having that's 4 times he's given it away in 2.5 minutes. Now, lovely ball down. Oh, Amavadini! Oh, ho, ho. Sorry, Fatwa that was. Sorry, Fatwa. What? I don't know whether that was a cross or a shot. It was one of those Ronaldo World Cup ones. Miscued. Well, they're saying he miscued it, and his pink boots don't go particularly well with the orange socks, but it nearly caught the goalkeeper out. There's a corner, the first corner to Leicester. So Dewsbury Hall takes it short. Fatwa crosses the ball in. And it's a goal! It's a goal! Felt Faze scores 3 minutes in, 3 minutes 35 from the corner. Kieran Dewsbury Hall plays it out to Fatwa. Faze header in. Let's have a look at this now. Faze, what a header! What a header! Keeper stays on his line. Faze, I mean, there's three Leicester players there, all being marked, but Faze jumps and his his defender doesn't jump with him. So it's a 1-0 to Leicester. Wow, what a start. It might have been Mavadidi that actually crossed it in. It's hard to see. It's hard to see. But here we go. I wasn't ready because it was so early. But let's do this.
Go! Back of the net.
Indeed. So let me update the score. Thank you, Fee. I'm hoping for a 9-0 today. Out face to play striker. Yes, I do remember the Liverpool game. I've been waiting for that one, Lifty. Waiting. Get in. Way hey. Another great start. It is. It is. My God. I'm not used to these starts. But Fee, I appreciate that. You're 99 Fee for the goal. Really do appreciate that. You do make me laugh, but I really do help. Fine by me. Yeah, you'll take the 9-0. Oh, what a start. What a start. All right, let's have a look what they're saying. They haven't even caught up with it yet. A goal, here we go. Yeah, Fatawu, I was correct. It was a cross from Fatawu following a corner. So Leicester are back on the top of the division, ladies and gentlefolk. But we've given Blackburn Rovers a corner, just in there putting it out. Fatawu was the one who assisted that from the corner. But this is a Blackburn Rovers corner on the far side. 6 minutes gone. I think, is that another corner? Yeah, it's another corner. 24 points to Leicester, 10 goal difference. We're up there, equal with Sunderland. There's only Sunderland and us with a plus over the double-figure goal difference. After us with 10, it's Ipswich, believe it or not, with 7. The corner comes in. It's a long one this time. Headed clear, but only as far as the Rovers player. But I think Faye's got in his foot in the way. Blackburn have it on the near side, though. Lovely turn by the Rovers man. Plays it in, and it's going to be... Oh, no, it's kept in, and it's kicked way upfield and into the Blackburn half, just to relieve the pressure a little bit. So, 1-0. Loving the noise from the away fans. Come on, yes. It will. She will. I hope you're all right, Fee. I hope you're feeling better. You're in hospital now, are you? Whoa. I hope things are okay. Oh, a cross and header there from number 8 for Blackburn, but it's straight into the arms of FaZe. We did, Lifty. We did indeed. Oh, it's 1-0. Wow. 8 minutes in. One. There's my 2-0 out the window. Let's just have a look. This was playing out from the back. Oh, it was a typical playing out from the back. Luke's going to have a meltdown. No, there's that short ball out from the back again. Good news, Fee. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Oops. And I've just deleted the thing, so just bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. So can Leicester come back from this? So the throw into Blackburn on the near side. Yeah, Winks was just... Blackburn knew what we were doing and they came down and they just did it very, very well. We're still top on goal difference, but Blackburn coming again. Well, that's going to be a free kick. Is it going to be a booking? Free kick to Blackburn. Leicester players getting a talking to. So Leicester now coming forward. Lovely ball. Crossed it. Oh, it was a lovely cross in. I think it was lucky the way that Blackburn got it away. There we go. Update the colour as well. So it's 1-1. 11 minutes gone. Is that a corner to Blackburn? No, I think it's a goal kick. Well, we were ahead for about 5 minutes, and it was our own fault. So, just catch up with a few comments here. Quite possibly. Yeah, it was poor, Russ. You're quite right. Although Winks, I think, should have come more forward for it. Well, he should have been shouted at. Should have been warned that there was a player on him. Yeah, I agree, Luke. Although I think Winks has to take a little bit of blame as well. But it's what he's told to do, Boris, as they've just said. You know, it's what goalkeepers do these days. They do play it out from the back. And we've just given it away again. And Blackburn coming forward. They are looking dangerous, Blackburn. Oh, a shot there, but it's straight down to Hermansson, who does have this multicoloured cerise top and purple short combo. There is, Ross. There's orange next to Leicester. Enzo's giving some instructions from the sideline. So again now it's Blackburn. It's all Blackburn at the moment. Cuts inside. Plays it out to the edge of the box. Again, another long kick in. Leicester at the moment are struggling. It is Blackburn that have got the upper hand at the moment. Just playing it around. Pickering free for Blackburn on the left. Oh, I think that's going to be a card. That's his second one. He was warned earlier. Fataou's going to get a yellow card. Yeah. Yeah. That's a set. He was talked to less than a few minutes ago. Blackburn have got a good game plan at the moment. I do like the orange. So it's a free kick here. Dangerous position for Leicester. Oh, it was a kick in, but it was so easy for the goalkeeper. Just comes out and claims it. At the moment, Blackburn have got 63% possession, 6 shots to our 1. Probably that just does about some. Do you not see? You don't. Sorry, you don't see the orange. It's kind of just there. Can anybody else see the orange? Oh, you do? Yeah, I'm going to get hope. Well, I've got the away shirt. This is the nearest thing I've got to the orange, but I do hope that if I'm a good boy, Santa will bring me the orange one for Christmas. Leicester now. I'm not sure what we're doing. We're just playing it around the back at the moment. Now we break Leicester into the onto the far side. We lose out. Do we get a throw in? Yes, we do. At the moment, I've got to say Blackburn are in control. Oh, I don't think that was a foul. No, maybe it was. Maybe he was holding him. Fatua, really, you've got to say. He's got to be careful. As you said, Luke, he could become on. He could become off. So Leicester need to sort of try and get a grip into this game because at the moment we are struggling. Now though, Fatou, it was a lovely run by Faze. I mean, he was literally twinkle toeing his way through the Blackburn defence. Yeah, Mavididi hasn't really. They just said on the telly, Mavididi hasn't really seen much of the ball at all. Well, it was a ball up into the box. Indeed, he couldn't really get onto it. It's headed back to the Blackburn goalkeeper. Just throws it out, playing it short as well. They get away with it though, unlike ourselves. We didn't close it down. Blackburn. Oh, it's a lovely ball through to Pickering. Oh, good defending. Good defending from Leicester there. Just enough just to put him off. It was a lovely through ball for Blackburn. Now, Fatou brings the ball away down the near side. Just stops and checks inside to Dewsbury Hall. So it's back with Faze. Leicester calm it down again. And we've lost the advantage of the breakaway. This is the Blackburn Rovers will be very happy with the way that Leicester are playing at the moment. We're almost playing it at a pedestrian pace. No, again, a 1-2 there that doesn't come off, but Leicester still managed to get the ball back. And it goes back into our own half again. We've been very, very... We're not panicking. We're not panicking. Vestergaard indeed to Faze. Cross to Vestergaard again. On the halfway line. Justin with the ball back to Vestergaard. So it's a ball. No, it's a ball that's forward. Trying to find Vardy. Goes to the Blackburn defender. Just heads it back to their goalkeeper. Blackburn come away and it's Pickering again, I think it is. Sigurdsson, sorry. They're picking him out. He's not being picked up at all. Oh. I think it was just in there that nearly got caught out by the Blackburn striker. Yeah. It was a lovely run. Lovely run in fairness for Blackburn, really. They are in control of this game at the moment. 53% they've dropped down to, but to be honest with you, that's nothing to be impressed about because Leicester have just been passing it around the back. This time, he goes long with his ball, Hermansen. But Leicester can't control it. And that's one of the problems with the long balls, is that you know that the control is harder and you lose it. But at the moment, that was a header that was just going absolutely nowhere. It was a header, it's like, I'm just going to head it because I can head it. Didn't go anywhere. Leicester just slowing the pace of the game down. I don't think they're starting to. I think they are dominating. Through ball trying to get to Vardy, but it doesn't get it. But, oh. Now, Leicester lost the ball there. But Vestergaard picks it up. It's Leicester coming back on the attack then. Oh, through ball. It's a corner. Vardy had the chance before, but unfortunately didn't quite fall right for him. This is the trouble. We are rotating the players a lot, but are they losing match, not fitness as much, but sharpness, match sharpness. Faze is coming up for another corner now. It's Leicester's second. We scored from the last one. Can we do it again? Vestergaard's up there. Dewsbury Hall on the near side. Holds his hand up. It's a long one in this time. Chips it up. Oof. Faze was free. Nearly then. Leicester just aren't gelling at the moment. Faz was left totally wide. It went over Faz, but Faze, but he completely unmarked again. Lost his marker. You're not wrong there, Lifty. Oh, Vardy with a shot there. The fans, the Blackburn fans were shouting for a handball. Oh, came off the bar. Leicester have it now. Leicester coming back into the game now. I think this is a tactic that Leicester are playing where we're slowing the game down when we get the ball, trying to frustrate Blackburn. Blackburn, like I say, in their famous blue and white halves, kicking from right to left. Leicester in the not so familiar orange tops, white short and orange socks, kicking from left to right. So Leicester now coming forward on the far side. Mavididi. It's been a bit quiet. They're not been able to get the ball much to him. But now Dewsbury Hall's into the box. Winks on the ball. Leicester still got it now. Blackburn can't get away at the moment. Mavididi runs into the box. Dewsbury Hall! Oh! Dewsbury Hall looks disappointed with himself, and he should be. He's on his left foot. It was just over. Just over. So, yeah, we are sort of gaining control back here. But Blackburn have it, on the far side. Cutting through the Leicester defence here. Leicester are going to be careful of this counter-attack. Again, it's on the left near side. Oh, it's a crossover. That near side, we have got to watch that. We really have. Mavididi having his shirt pulled there, but it does go out for a Leicester throw. The Blackburn player can't control it. Number 2 there for Blackburn. This is a more of a competition now. It was very, very much Blackburn after they went 1-1. They really were taking control of the game, but they've let Leicester back into it now with 27 minutes gone. In the last 5 minutes, Leicester have had 74% possession. Oh, indeedy! Vardy! Yes! Vardy! What a goal! Vardy, Boris, get in there! Get in there! Wow! Vardy does his... That Vardy! It was a beautiful ball from Ndidi. Well, it was Fatua, plays it to Ndidi, who crosses that ball past a load of defenders, just saying to Vardy, get on the end of that. And Vardy, one touch, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's in the goal. That's Jamie Vardy. That's Jamie Vardy for you.
Go! Back of the net.
Yes, so Leicester there, like we're saying, not panicking, just taking their time. Jamie Vardy, 27 minutes, I think it is. They're talking, it was Fatua to Ndidi to Vardy. Well, just one touch there. One touch, took it under control. Goalkeeper had no chance. Absolutely no chance. So now, there's a free kick to Blackburn Rovers. Vestergaard there, not looking too happy. Mavididi now has been booked. I'm not sure what for there. Leicester now, they're both wingers. Let's have a look. Oh, he just ran in. I mean, the whistle had gone. Mavididi didn't need to do that. Come on, we've just gone 2-1 up. They've got a free kick. Just running into the guy while he's bending over with the ball. Oh, no, here we go. Oh, offside. Leicester just got away with one then. 29 minutes. If that hadn't been offside, he'd have gone through and scored. Thank you, Fee. Thank you. Who was it? Who was it, Jeff? Snapple. He's been timed out. Oh, Blackburn now. We're just scoring and we're just... I know you do, Boris. And when he plays like that, we all do. It was a well-taken goal. But Blackburn are coming back now. And it's out for a corner to Blackburn. It was a lovely move put together from Leicester, you're right. I think Leicester are Premier League bound. I think you're quite right. Leicester to win 4-1. Bit late for the predictions, but well noted, Andrew. I'll take that. Leicester fans are behind the goal at the moment that Leicester are defending. And like I say, thank you, Fee. Thank you. Fatua was doing some good defending there. So Leicester back on top. Am I nervous? Too true I am. Oh. Winks. If it's a collision, how come it's a free kick, Mr. Commentator? Leicester block the ball through here, and we're away again. Dewsbury Hall, can he find Mavididi? Yes, he can. Mavididi, offside. It was tight. I've got to be honest with you. I think it was tight. Well, go away and come back again then, Leicester for life. Yeah, I haven't noticed it so much this season, Lifty, to be honest with you. In this game, yes, but Brad's on for 3 points here if Leicester get another one. So fast back to Hermanson. Oh, come on, Leicester. Anyway, Faz brings the ball away now. Luana's long run forward reminds me of Harry Maguire when he does that. But he plays Dewsbury Hall into trouble. Oh, but Winks, what a beautiful ball. Which way is he going to go with it? I think he's going out to Mavididi. Yes, he is on the far side. Mavididi now. Leicester now in control. These few minutes. Cross comes over. Oh, is that a corner? I think it is. I think it's a corner for Leicester. 33 minutes gone. I don't mind Brad getting 3 points, Jeff. I'll tell you. Congratulations on being top of the league, by the way, mate. Not sure how you did on the weekend's games. I think there was a few surprises. Anyway, it's a corner on the near side where the Leicester have had the last two. Is Faye's going to be kept under control this time? Indeed, he's up there. Dewsbury Hall's got the ball. What's he going to right hand that goes straight up? Does that mean it's going to be a long one into the box? Yes, it is. It's crossed over. It's headed clear this time by Blackburn, but only as far as Leicester. Oh, no, that wasn't good play at all. Leicester win it back, though. Oh. Blackburn managed to pinch the ball there, but they didn't really do anything with it. And Leicester got the ball back on the halfway line, just now into their own half. Back to Vestergaard. Leicester do like to just calm it down. We'll see. We'll see. They did. Luton getting their first win yesterday. I've seen a few Everton channels this morning. Not happy. So 35 minutes gone. Blackburn Rovers 1, Leicester City 2. Leicester City sitting top of the league. Just taking the ball, playing it around the back. Now we break forward, coming forward. Dewsbury Hall plays it out on the wing to Fatawa. Lovely ball to Ndidi. Ndidi back to Fatawa. He's got a lot of talent as Fatawa. It's back to Faze. 1-2 with Winks. Faze. Vestergaard now. Oh, now it goes all the way back to Hermanson. They're just explaining, indeed, he's going forward because Ricardo, although it looks like it's a back four on paper, Ricardo steps into that midfield role, leaving it as the back three of Justin, Vestergaard. Oh, handball, says the referee against Vardy. So you've got Vestergaard, you've got Justin, Vestergaard, and Faze. Oh, it's a high boot that he got done for, which, yeah, I kind of get. So, indeed, he can move forward because Ricardo comes in to give that midfield cover. Well, as I said, there's quite a few scores. That's another free kick. There's quite a few scores that were surprising yesterday. Should we just say that? That's a free kick for Leicester. This is probably the most pedantic referee I've come across. Up until now, they've usually in this league let a lot go, which has been nice to see, because obviously it is a contact sport at the end of the day. Hermanson, 37 minutes gone. A free kick to Blackburn, a throw into Blackburn Rovers, but he takes it way, way, way too far upfield. And now taking it again. So on the halfway line almost here, Blackburn Rovers have the ball. Crowd are quiet at the moment. That quiet, you can hear the players shouting. Oh, Mavadidi loses out now. Blackburn Rovers. Oh, it's a poor ball across, but it will get to a Blackburn player, but almost virtually by the corner flag on the near side. Plays it back. Short little passes here for Blackburn. Lovely play at the moment, though, by them. Just teasing Leicester on the edge of the box. Just looking for that opening. And this is it. Sigurdsson, no. It's a lovely ball through to Sigurdsson, but he just didn't get it. Fatawa to Dewsbury Hall now. Dewsbury Hall running away. He's going to lose it if he's not careful. What's he doing? Oh, for God's sake, Dewsbury Hall, you complete and utter plonker. Why? Why didn't you just pass the damn thing? I mean, he's got the ball, he moves it forward, he's got options, and he decides, I'll do a little bit of trickery here. Do that when you're 4 or 5 goals up. I think, in fairness, the commentators are seeing it slightly different to me. And it's back with Hermanson. Vestergaard. Just Just waiting for the right move to come. And it's Ndidi now to phase. Back to Ndidi. Into Vestergaard. It looks like Leicester are definitely being told to slow it down. Rowan, good afternoon, sir. How are you? Phase to Vestergaard. Vestergaard out to Justin now. Justin to Mavididi. Back to Justin. Back to Vestergaard. To Justin. Goes back to Hermansson. 41 minutes gone. Leicester just... At the moment, it's a bit of a swingy. You can say that, we have the moments, they have their moments, we have our moments. I think 2-1 probably justifies the game. But let's say 44% possession at the moment to Blackburn, 56 to Leicester, 8 shots for Blackburn, 5 to Leicester. And now we've lost it again because we're messing about. It's all right playing it slow, but we can't afford to lose it, and we are losing it. Now, Blackburn looking dangerous. Careful, he's in the penalty box. Oh. Leicester defending. Leicester now break with Mavididi. He's got Dewsbury Hall. He finds him. Oh, and he side nets it. He thinks it's a corner. Lovely break, though. Lovely break. Catching Blackburn out there. Let's have a look. And you couldn't really see from that. The referee was in the way. Excuse me. 39 people in the chat. Please subscribe if you are new. And whether you're new or old, please do smash that likes button. It really does help the channel out and gets us seen. So it's on the far side with Blackburn Rovers. And it's a cross that just goes... Right, it's a daisy cutter that goes straight into Hermansson's hands. So it's Vardy's goal that is the difference. Scored it on the 27th minute. It was a lovely Fatua, lovely ball through to Ndidi, who crossed it into the box. Vardy one touch to get it under control, and wallop, it was in the back of the net. So they come forward now in the centre circle, Leicester. Dewsbury Hall. Mavididi. Back to Dewsbury Hall. Justin. Cross to phase. Vestergaard. Vestergaard just is happy just to calm it down and hold the ball, do nothing with it. Almost frustrating Blackburn. And now it's back to Hermansson. Possession in the final third. It's 85 to... Oh, passes in the final third, sorry. 85 to Blackburn, 51 to Leicester. But the main fact, obviously, the main stat is the one that you can see below there at the moment, which says Blackburn 1, Leicester City 2. 44 minutes now. There'll be injury time coming up. Blackburn now crossing away across the whole of the pitch to the near side. 3 minutes of injury time. 3 minutes, everybody. So 3 minutes. So free kick to Blackburn. Yeah, I think it was accidental. I don't think it was a free kick, but look, it's given. It's given. No, but then again, we've actually bought, Boris, we've bought some wingers this season. Cowabunga. Yeah, indeed, Rowan. So it's this corner now. 45 minutes has gone. 46 minutes now. What can Leicester's two-man wall here? Blackburn player runs over it. It's crossed in. Oh, and it's offside. Offside. So a wasted opportunity there for Blackburn. And you would hopefully now hope that, yeah, he was offside. Yeah. That was well done by Leicester. As I've said on the TV, they held the line. And they just let the Blackburn Rovers player go first before then coming back and heading it away. Manson this time with the long ball up. It's headed down by Blackburn. Back to Vestergaard, will play it back to Hermansen. So as it stands, we're going to have a 4-point gap over third place. But there are 4 teams all on 16. Sunderland in 4th, then Hull, Cardiff doing the 5th and 6th places, and Norwich in 7th. That's 8 points clear of them, Leicester, if we can keep it like this. So it's a Manson with the ball. It's a throw into Leicester, is it? I believe it is. It's not a packed stadium at all for Blackburn. Maybe that's with the fact that it's on the TV. Blackburn. There it is, half-time. Half-time thanks to Wout Faz and Jamie Vardy. Tell you what, it does remind me of and that is a game from lockdown. It's so quiet. You can hear the ball being kicked and everything. But half-time, we go in 2-1. We are going to be back. We are just going to take a few minutes to enjoy a little comfort break, and then we will be back and we will take it and have the half-time discussion. We'll be joined by Luke and Brad. So we will be right back.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
Go! Back of the net.
Go! Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
There we go. Mute myself, gentlemen. A bit of a mixed bag. Luke, fantastic start, and it all went kind of wrong.
That was a weird first half. I don't know what to make of that. I've had to write a bunch of notes because it was all over the shop. What did you guys think?
Brad?
That was a scary first half. To be fair to Blackburn, we took an early lead, and all of a sudden, I think everybody in the ground, everybody watching was thinking, hey, up a minute, here comes another Southampton. And then we kind of went to sleep. I felt like we just switched off for 20 minutes. We were too compact in the middle. We allowed Blackburn to come at us, and that's something that, you know, this season, if you're going to give Leicester trouble, you're going to have to play like Blackburn. I mean, to be fair, credit to them for 20-odd minutes. The only team that looked like being in front in that game was Blackburn until we got a foothold of the game. I would say the second half of the first half, we were more in control and deserving of the lead, but there's still a long way to go in this game. This could still change a number of times if we're not careful.
Luke, I mean, nice to see Wout Faes getting the ball in the right end of the net. Right end of the right net. Sorry.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, Liverpool game. I know. Sideshow Bob's awesome when he's on point. To go into what Brad said, like, one thing that frustrated me a little bit, like, Mads, like, I know he was poor, that goal was 100%, in my opinion, his fault. And we are going to, like, he does take risks. That's how we play. So we're going to see errors like that playing from the back sometimes. But that was, I don't know, there was no risk for reward. And it's like he just switched off. And the whole defense was quite, like, I wouldn't say lazy, but just like you said, it was like almost like they're asleep or way too casual at the back, and it nearly cost us a few times. So in conjunction with Mads Hermansen, you know, he lost a bit of confidence after that goal win, and he started to get a bit better. But for the first 10 minutes after that, he was doing a lot of long balls over the top and just turning it over. Like, our system doesn't work kicking like that as a goalkeeper standard view.
No. Brad just noticed there you obviously didn't want to clash with me, so you've got changed.
I know, I just got cold. That's what that is, mate. It's nothing to do with not wanting to clash. I'm frail. I'm feeling the cold a bit.
Two players I want to discuss. First of all, Brad Ndidi. In that first 2.5 minutes, he lost the ball, failed to control the ball 4 times. And I don't want to go too mad at him because we'll come on to the goal. It was a beautiful setup from him. But I was getting a little bit like, for God's sake, you know, get the ball and control it.
Yeah, although to be fair to him, a few of the passes into him were, you know, you'd have had to have been bloody Erling Haaland or bloody Kevin De Bruyne levels of ball control ability to control them, because they weren't the best pass. And for me, I don't know if this is the second person that's on your list, Chris, but for me, out of all the midfielders that had a torrid first half, Dewsbury Hall must have a neck issue, because sometimes he went like that, running with the ball. He's frustrated me this half, but I don't know if that's the second player you want to talk about. But
actually, the second player I want to talk about is Kieran Dewsbury Hall. I mean, Luke, we could have had 3. He was through with that ball, and he suddenly thought, you know what? I'm Kieran Dewsbury Hall. I'm starting to believe my own press. I'm going to stand on the ball, do a quick turn, a la Brazil, and put it in the top corner. Like, fuck off, pass it. Excuse my French again. I'm the one that's been swearing, and I told everybody not to. But look, what's he trying to do? I mean, stop believing your own publicity, Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Yes, you're good, but you are not Ronaldo.
No, but again, we talked about. I mentioned this a few weeks ago, and I've got written down in my notes here. Not only is he holding the ball way too long sometimes, but I've said before, he's not confident using his right foot. So he's constantly turning. If he hasn't got an option on his left foot, he'll keep turning and holding the ball up way too much. It's almost like he panics a bit. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I'm telling you 100% from what I see, I think he's not confident using his right foot. So if he's got no option on his left, he'll turn and hold on to it.
I mean, for me, Brad, on that time, he actually had Mavididi on the left, Vardy on the right, so he had two options either way.
Yeah, I think he got his head muddled between grabbing the headlines and playing in a simple pass, because I'm not saying Mavididi had a lot of time and space on the left-hand side, but Mavididi was so free, he could have gone down the tunnel, made himself a coffee, come back, and he still wouldn't have been marked by a Blackburn player. We could have been 3-1 up. I'm sorry, we give praise and everything to players when they play really well and do well, but Dewsbury Hall's let us down so far in that attacking sense. There was no need for him to stop that attack dead, and that's exactly what he did. Blackburn were chasing back in numbers. We were hitting them on the counter, which we did for the final 20 minutes, and it worked really well. It got us our second goal, and it's frustrating. I understand weak foot, you don't really want to try and use it, but sometimes I would rather him attempt the pass to Vardy, and you go, oh, okay, it was wrong foot, he didn't quite get that right. Then going, for fuck's sake, you've stood on the ball, you've lost the ball, and now our overcommitment has left us in a precarious position. The one good thing that favours Dewsbury Hall is our recovery retention is top notch. We're not just top of the league, we're top of recovery retention. So he's getting bailed out by the likes of Winks and Ndidi and Fatawu. Sometimes with Fatawu, what a recovering player he is. I know, but he's got a yellow card in him, which I don't like.
Well, I was going to say a few players have got yellow cards. That 1-1, Luke. I mean, Hermanson, poor ball out, but look, we know, and I think you yourself said it earlier, that's the risk we take when we're playing this type of football, but it's the way that every club plays it at the moment. But Winks, as much as we've given him praise all season, he was, I would have called it Rodgers defending, because he stood and waited for the ball, where all season, when that happens, we've been coming to meet the ball. But there he just stood, and the guy went, thank you, I'll nip in and take that.
I think that's exactly the point. But he was standing there, but I don't think he was expecting the ball. Usually when we do play it out like that, someone's making a lead, running to receive that ball. So I actually don't think he was even expecting to get that. I think he was just caught off guard, and it was poor from Mads. But I might be wrong, but that's what it looked like. Should you not be
expecting to get that with the sort of way we play? Should you not be expecting?
That was well short, though, short. And he wasn't running towards the ball either. He was standing there. So I don't know. I don't think I don't know.
2 points very quickly, because I think the second half's about to kick off. Brad, first of all, the goal. Fatawu, lovely ball. Ndidi, my God, and it's great that he can go these forward runs, because he knows that Ricardo's going to come in and cover him, and we're just going to go the three at the back. What a ball across field from Ndidi for Vardy to sort of one touch and slip it in.
And there is not a player on the planet that Leicester team, anywhere in it, that you would not want anyone else other than Vardy to be there when he puts that ball in. You talk about inch perfect. Both goals came from inch perfect crosses into the box, and that was fantastic to see. What a finish as well.
We scored from a corner.
I know, right? Yay! Get the tally up. We need a tally chart, Chris. Score from a corner.
Players are out. It's Blackburn 1, Leicester 2. I will see you guys back at full time. Thank you so much. See you later.
See you at full time, mate.
See you. Cheers, guys. There we go. So, we are about to kick off for the second half. Leicester now kicking towards their own fans. Just another quick reminder. I would argue with you there, Boris. I'm sorry. So, Leicester now in their away, or their third strip of orange, I think you call it orange tops, white shorts, orange socks, kicking from right to left. Blackburn, the home side, in the blue and white halves, white shorts and dark blue socks, kicking from left to right. So Leicester kicking towards their own fans. No, I would argue with that because I don't think there's many footballers that actually use both feet. Is that a penalty? The booking for Vestergaard now. Not sure. No, I think that was a no contact there. His third ball, third card. Almost a penalty, really. Yeah, you're quite right. You're quite right, Jeff. It's a perfect position for just outside. It was within the D, almost on the line. Oh, and it's a good shot, and it goes wide down to. I think Hermansen had it covered. Yes, Hermansen had it covered, and it was actually a bit wider than I thought it was from that. Yeah, it is a long, long way off target. So Vestergaard, he's got 5 yellows and will miss Preston game. He will miss the Preston game, but you would think that Cody would come straight back in. Now Carter surely he's going to get a booking for that. Yes, the referee's got the card out. Dewsbury all taken out. Yeah, that was so obvious. He had time to put a signpost up for that one. Well, I think we've got Sutar played very, very well against Liverpool, so we've got him to come in, and we've also got Cody to come who played against Liverpool, but he's not playing today. I think because he played 90 minutes against Liverpool, and that was his first match of the season. So I think. As Blackburn come away now, but Faze will just probably... No, he can't see it out, but he just put it out for throw-in. I think we have Boris. I think we have. But yeah, not too worried about Vestergaard being out. I think we've got some good cover there. Suter proved he was more than capable the other day against the Premier League side. And of course, like I said, we've got Cody to come back as well. But yeah, we have got quite a few players are just away on a yellow card. A through ball from Blackburn. So, yeah, they're just saying now on the telly, Blackburn aren't really. Blackburn have got Pears in goal. Britton, Carter, Hyman and Pickering. Across the middle, Travis and Wharton, the middle two. Markandy and Sigurdsson either side of Moran. And then Schmocks up front. Hermansen in goal for Leicester. Ricardo, Faze, Vestergaard and Justin across the back. Indeed, Winks, Dewsbury Hall, Fatawu, Vardy and Mavadidi. So no changes for either team at half-time. At the moment, it is, like Jeff said, it's this, whenever we come out after half time, it is a bit worried. Indeed. Shrewsbury Hall. Shrewsbury Hall, it was off to Mavadidi, back to Shrewsbury Hall. Now he finds Mavadidi again. It's a ball in. Oh, no, it wasn't quite a good enough cross, and it lands on the top netting. Yeah, they're not. They're not at the moment. Not looking too good down the wings. Blackburn. That was a lovely turn by Blackburn. Having said that, in the middle, there's a long ball across field. Leicester got to be careful here on the far side. Oh, good defending by, I think it was Vestergaard. Liverpool second half FC. %47% possession in action area, in Leicester's last third in this second half. Always starts like that, though, in the second half, doesn't it, guys? There's a throw into Blackburn on the far side. We just need to see this first 10 minutes or so out. The moment Blackburn are quite dominating. On the far side now for Blackburn. Now then, the goal kick, I think, to Leicester. It's a very, very purple outfit of Hermansen there. Purple and yellow top, or cerise top with yellow writing on. Purple shorts and cerise socks. There's a goal kick to Leicester. The defender will take Faz, presumably back to Hermansen, which he does. Hermansen all the way across to Leicester, who give the ball away. Leicester wanted to throw in, but it's gone Blackburn's way on the near side. 2-1, 53 minutes gone. Another throw in now to Blackburn. I'm sure Ipswich and Preston and a few teams below them will be hoping Blackburn can get something from this game. Headed clear by Leicester, but it's only as far as Blackburn. Blackburn at the moment keeping hold of the possession. Play it out into the centre of the park. Now it's gone over to the one side to the other on the far side. And that's going to be a corner for Blackburn on the far side. Yes, Preston will be hoping Blackburn can do them a favour. I don't know if they are particularly rivals. So Blackburn still pressing. Oh, Vardy stopping that there. Otherwise, Blackburn would have been through on goal and probably an equaliser. Oh, number 2 for Blackburn. Couldn't keep the ball in there and it's out for a goal kick. Just showing Matt Elliott there on commentary. 290 appearances, 33 goals for Leicester. Leicester now. Wow. Didn't give a free kick. Oh, go on, Leicester! Oh, that was a lovely ball through. Lovely ball through by Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Vardy just couldn't quite get onto it. The goalkeeper for Blackburn really came out well, but it fell for Vardy, but it had pushed him wide. He brought the ball back, and indeed he just couldn't quite get onto it. But it is a corner on the far side. It was a lovely move by Leicester. Lovely through ball. No, Boris, I'm not. It's headed clear by Blackburn. Leicester got it away. Blackburn, got it away. Coming away. Is that going to be a foul? No, it's not. But Blackburn have it. Blackburn come forward. We're forcing them wide here on the far side. Blackburn still have it. 56 minutes on the clock. Oh! Blackburn, the ball was pulled back into the box. The Blackburn striker, or number 8, ran onto it. And Schmedix, and it was like, well, high, just high and high, basically. As a substitution now, Fatawa is coming off and McAteer is on. The Fatawa is off, McAteer is on. And I think that, to be quite honest with you, maybe it's to keep it at 11 on the pitch. Free kick to Leicester. Could well be. Could well be, Lift. It's only going to come down with snow on it, isn't it? So a long ball up this time by Hermansen. It's going to go out. Is it for a Leicester throw? No, it stays in. Now it's out. Now it's a Leicester throw on the far side, halfway into the Blackburn half. So we've kind of, at the moment, 58 minutes, we've made the substitution. We've kind of soaked up the pressure. He's having a word with somebody, is Enzo. So we managed to... Yeah, I think so, Jeff. I think it was a good time. Or the goalkeeper looks down. He sat down for Blackburn. Yeah, so he's getting some treatment here, the goalkeeper.
Leicester Till I Die podcasts on the Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Anchor, and all podcast platforms.
Something is coming. Something big to this podcast.
Hello.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts.
Including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
The Premier League? That's So, last season, it's all about the championship here on LTID TV.
Now that's what I call football.
You hit the right spot.
Elevator, I think we've got your theme that you're not happy with yesterday's result or VAR decision. I don't give a shit about the VAR because we're in the Championship. We don't have VAR, so I don't care about it, if I'm totally honest with you, mate. But you got to let it go. Lifty, let it go. It happened yesterday. You know it's going to happen again.
Let it go. Let it go.
And the Blackburn goalkeeper is coming off. So Pears is coming off. Finally, we're hearing the fans having a bit of a voice. So this is going to add quite a few minutes on to the end here. I tend to say probably 5 or 6. And they make another change as well. So Sigurdsson and Pears are off. Valstedt and Dolan are on. He was having to be helped off the pitch. He's a Swedish national goalkeeper, this Blackburn player. Oh, he is definitely hobbling. Surprised they didn't get a stretcher for him. They're making him walk the long way round, and he's being helped by a support staff, literally supporting him on either side. So I'd imagine a good 5 or 6 minutes stoppage time for that. He had to come out to stop Vardy, in fairness. Now he's not even walking on that leg. Oh, 4 minutes delay, apparently it was. I thought it was longer than that. I'm sure there are decisions that have gone in Liverpool's favour. We'll have it. I hope we've come back up. We're going to come back to it next season, aren't we? So anyway, Blackburn coming forward. The throw in. It was a crossfield pass there from Blackburn Rovers. It was too hard. Oh, they should have got him. They should have got him a wheelchair or something. Good God. They're carrying that guy off. He can't walk on one foot. He was hobbling on it and he gave up. They should have got him a wheelchair. So 63 minutes. We're going to have, let's say, between 4 and 6 minutes, I would think. It is Lifty. It's just about the Championship. So 63 minutes. Are we going to see any more substitutions from Leicester? Yeah, probably about 4 minutes is probably about right. Uh, 47% possession to Blackburn. 11 shots to Blackburn, 7 to Leicester. Not the highest gain for shots. So now it's Blackburn's time to play it around the back. Short passes to the goalkeeper. They haven't got it away yet. They've still got it, but now it's on the far side. Blackburn Rovers bring it forward onto the halfway, just into Leicester's half. Now it's back into their own half. It's their turn for slow. I mean, they're playing it across the back, but in fairness, they should. They need to bring it forward, which they are now doing on the near side. Lovely ball through to the number 18. Yeah, he flashed the ball across. He really put Justin there out of place. Got the ball across to the Blackburn Rovers number 18, but nobody on the end of it. Oh, the referee, yeah, it was a bad cross. It should be a throw into Leicester, which it is, because it came off a Blackburn Rovers striker's head. 65 minutes gone, 2-1 to Leicester. Yeah, just confirming there that the Blackburn goalkeeper was injured in that coming together with Vardy. Now, this is Blackburn Rovers. Oh, good defending. Vestergaard. Wow, sticks his body in the way there. Tried to dink past in a Blackburn Rovers player. Vestergaard says, "Thou shalt not pass," and gets his body in the way. And it's back in the Rovers half now. They play it forward. This time Justin manages to get the ball. Now then, here we go. Ndidi, just inside the Blackburn box, tries to jink past one or two. He's looking for help. He gets it from Mavididi. McAteer hasn't really got into the game yet. Mavididi tries to get the crossover, but it comes off number 2, Britain, and it's a Leicester corner on the near side. Don't forget, of course, we scored from our first corner of the game. Wasn't a very good corner this time from Leicester. Dolan coming away against James Justin. Oh, good play by Justin. He stuck with him, got his foot in, and that is why we appreciate James Justin so much. He's not had a lot of time this season because I think Doyle has been Enzo's defender of choice, but he seems to be I think he's going to be the one that gets the nod now. But Leicester ball, bring it away with Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Vardy trying to stay on side. Vardy now he does, but it's too hard for him. And the ball ends up in the goalkeeper's hands for Blackburn, who throws it underarm out now. And Blackburn come away on the far side, just in front of the dugouts. Sun comes out. Oh, bad pass straight to Justin. And now Mavididi with it, number 10 for Leicester. He could be coming off though. We've got a couple of substitutions lined up, Leicester. I can see them stood there now. And it looks like Mavididi's going to be one of them. Apparently. So, Vestergaard. This guy's just walking it around. Plays it out, gets it back again. Dewsbury Hall to Justin, back to Vestergaard. He's playing a strange game, Vestergaard, but it's obviously one that Enzo's told him to play. Oh, that's a free kick there. Now there's a booking. It's a lovely ball. After all of that, it was a lovely ball. Indeed, he turned with the ball let the ball go past him, turn, but Adam Wharton for Blackburn brought him down, gets his second yellow card of the season. His first in obviously in this game. Are Leicester going to make the changes now? Yes, they are. 69 minutes. So Ricardo is off. Mavadidi is off. Just trying to see who's coming on. Eunice comes on. And Chowdhury. So Eunice looked good against Liverpool, and we'll see if he can reproduce that. So, Ricardo Mavadidi off. Chowdhury has obviously just had the four-year extension on his contract, and Eunice have come on. "70 minutes. We've got 20 minutes plus obviously any stoppage time, and I think there will probably be about 6 minutes, I'm guessing. A third goal would be nice just to settle things. I do like Chowdhury, to be honest with you. I'm glad he's re-signed. He offers that bit of steel in the middle. And he said that Winks isn't afraid to get stuck in, is he? So it was a long ball for Blackburn, and it's going to go straight out. Justin just shadows the number 18 for Brentford and lets the ball go out. Well, Forest and Brentford are playing at 2 o'clock. Oh, God, it's only 1:30. Of course, it's an early start today, isn't it? And Fulham-Chelsea later on today. So Leicester lose the ball. Oh, lovely turn from the Blackburn Rovers, but lovely defending. Again, I think it was Vestergaard. So McAteer now, who's actually on the left-hand side. We did say about McAteer, didn't we? And he's playing on the left. We mentioned that at the start. Pass the McAteer on the left-hand side. No, the commentators have said Leicester are going to take this and we'll just ease and idle our way through the last 20 minutes. I'm not sure about that. Oh, lovely ball there to McAteer. Cuts inside the box. Oh. No, McAteer's down injured. Oh. That must be his hamstring. He looks in pain. Looks in pain. So I think it's Cashaday. So Cassidy, yeah, under-20 World Cup in Argentina, he was standout, but he's done it as a sub. He did it as a sub in the first game. Can he do it in the second game? So McAteer, who's been on the pitch about 20 minutes, is going to go off, and Cassidy is coming on. That's 4 of the injuries. And Vardy's off for Iheanacho as well. So he's done his work, Vardy. He's coming off for Iheanacho. And don't know if Brad's watching or not, but let's just play this for him, shall we? Oh, McAteer's walking. That gun has gone right to left. Dewsbury Hall possibly on the right. Chowdhury is the captain. So Blackburn playing around the back, but they managed to sort of clear it onto the far side. So see how all those changes are going to affect Leicester. As Blackburn break now on the left-hand side, cutting into the box. Oh, what a save! And another save! Oh! I think the first stop was from Hermansen. It was a good save from Vestergaard. Leicester just got to calm it down again now. They have got it away. No, they haven't, but they have got a throw in. Wow, this game is going everywhere. Let's have a look at this again. Blackburn sneaked away, took advantage of the changes. It was it was a goal. It was a shot at the goal. It was a good defender. Vestergaard blocked whilst he was on the floor. Good save from Hermansen. Cassidy now. Come on, what can he do? Oh, not very much. He tries to play it back to Justin. Wasn't on the same wavelength. Goal kick to Leicester. Blackburn Rovers going down just as easily as a bride's panties on the wedding night. But still 2-1. Blackburn Rovers fans getting a little bit restless. That gave them some hope that last few minutes. So Iheanacho now. Yes. They didn't quite keep control of the ball. Atgun got it. Nice 1-2 there. He's got it back. Winks. Iheanacho again. He's desperate to get on the score sheet, I think. Cassidy. Oh, what's that? It was blocked. It's up in the air. Nobody's quite sure where it's going. Indeed, he's got the ball. No, finally it's a free kick to Blackburn. Nobody quite knew where the ball was. It was up in the air. Came down. Iheanacho got it, surrounded by about 5 blue and white shirts. Second half, 5 shots for Blackburn, 1 for Leicester. 1 on target, none for Leicester. Oh, so I think it came off Hermansen's knee. So 79 minutes. There's going to be, I say, about another 6 minutes. I would guess 6-7 minutes with the 2 injuries. We'll keep you up to date with any news on McAteer, obviously, as we hear it. Chowdhury there, heads it away. Shrewsbury Hall, good control of the ball. Finds Atkin. Plays it across. Oh, and it's out for a corner. Nice move by Leicester again. Again, I thought Shrewsbury Hall had kept hold of it too long, but he managed to find Atkin. Atkin plays the ball across. Inacho was waiting for it, but it was cut out by a Blackburn player, and it's out for a corner on the near side. And I think it's going to be Atkin who's going to take it. Yes, it is. Or Eunice. Started with a corner. Faze comes up again. Chance of Faze getting a second. Not a good... Oh, it's a penalty! It's a penalty for Leicester! Oh, wow! He blew. I thought he'd blown. Vestergaard. Oh, his shirt was being pulled. Vestergaard, shirt pulled. That was well spotted. It's going to be Inacho to take it. Inacho now. Seen him take a penalty live at Wembley for Leicester in the Charity Shield, or Community Shield as now is, against Manchester City. Can he do it? In his orange shirt. Here we go. Come on. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Inacho! That cements it, surely. 81 minute. Wow, Brad, you're on 3 points, mate. You're on 3 points. What a powerful shot that was. I'm going to have to play this for him. Nacho man, we love you. Love you, love you, love you. Oh, yes. And, of course, we've got to have a bit of a goal celebration as well. Get them 2-2s out because... There we go!
Back of the net.
Yes. 3-1. Let's bring the score up there. Brad is on 3 points. He's a point behind me this week in the prediction. 2 points behind me in the prediction league. 3-1. Couple of changes being made by Blackburn Rovers. Brad went 3-1. Russ went 3-1. Well done to you both. Great penalty there. No, he wasn't stopping that. Fee, thank you. I'd forgotten. Nacho one. Exactly, Jeff. Yeah. Nacho man. Get in. This is honestly you could hear him meet that. That was well kicked. I'd like to see it again. But Leicester now surely in control of this game. Goal difference of +11, the best in the league. Wow. Yeah. 4 point gap. They're just saying on the commentary here that if we win this, then it does open that. Well, there is the 4 point gap between us and then Preston in third, and there's an 8 point gap between us and Sunderland in fourth. Also, Hull, Cardiff, and Norwich on the same number of points. I think you'll find that BBC had just put our Goal difference is 11. There we go. They've corrected it. Sorry to Blackburn on the far side. Boris, yes, indeed we are. Oh, just seeing as you said that,
What? I'm Premier League. I am elite. I am proper elite.
No.
I am Grinda.
There we go. Just for you, Boris. So 85 minutes. So we've probably got about 10 minutes, I'd say, left. Nacho, yes, indeed. Chowdy with the throwing, and I appreciate that, Fee. I forget this. I wasn't expecting that. What another player Vestergaard has become under Enzo. Winks now. Leicester playing it back to Hermansson. Is there enough time for Blackburn to get anything from this game? Leicester just controlling this ball now. Playing it around. We've won the ball. We've won the ball. We've got the ball. We've got the ball. We've got the ball. We've got the ball. We've still got the ball. We've got the ball. We've lost the ball. We've lost the ball. We've lost the ball. They've got the ball. LCFC. There was a corner. Vestergaard ran into the box. His shirt was pulled. It was pulled that hard that he went down, and the ref spotted it. It was a good spot from the referee. Who needs VAR? Sorry, Lifty. And it was a penalty. Nacho stood up, took it, wham, put some force behind it. Wow. We're going to have to celebrate with a takeaway. Oh, indeedy. Lovely through ball. Eunice. Jersey the fourth one! What a brilliant bloody move! Yes! 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 Dewsbury Hall! What a goal! What a ball in from Eunice! 4-1! Get in! Leicester, indeed, a lovely ball through for Eunice. Eunice runs down the near side, plays it in. How the hell did he get that ball in from there? Chinked it over the goalkeeper who'd gone down. And it was a lovely, lovely ball. Oh, 4-1. Bring it on. Bring it on. Whoa.
Go! Back of the net.
Dewsbury Hall. It was a great move as well. We are loving. I tell you, I'd love it if we beat them. Love it. It's 4-1. Doing this for you, Dan. Dan and Burnley. Are you watching? Wow. There's literally about 8 minutes between those two goals. Thank you. Thank you, Fee. You are a lady. What a move from Leicester. Yeah. Louise, it's been a while. How the devil are you? Yes. Back to the top we go. We're going up, going up, going up. Going up, going up, going up. 9 minutes. 9 minutes of ninja time. Are you looking after yourself, Louise? Love to get you back on some shows if you want to. I hope they can get a 5th rust because it means that I get another pound. And we're coming away again now in Eunice. No, they were saying about idling through. Oh. Oh! Handbags there. Somebody pinking on Winks. Ah, brilliant. F1's back again, less and less. Yes. Fee could be skinned by the end of the season. I know. I will understand if she stops doing it. I really will. I will understand. Don't worry yet, Fee. But Lou, welcome to come on some shows. Brad's doing a lot of the women's football, so I don't know if you want to have a chat with Brad. So, 9 minutes of ninja time. Don't think Blackburn are going to get 3, to be honest with you, or even 4. But can Leicester get a 5th? Oh, goes out for a goal kick. It's a corner. It is a corner. I thought it was a goal kick. But quickly taken on the far side. No, it's been given indeed. The crowd were calling for a corner, but it's gone out for a goal kick. This referee is going to be... Oh, indeed. They're just showing his heat map. My God. Down on that right-hand side. He's been everywhere. He'll be on Strictly next week with his twinkle toes, I'll tell you. He's won man of the match. He's Sky man of the match. Will he be Allen's? That will be... Wait till we see after the show. That's it. I couldn't think, Grace. Thank you so very much. Afternoon, I'm getting Brahms and List. We are just too good. Grace, thought we'd upset you. Where have you been, mate? Straight back up, Leicester City. Straight back up, we say. Straight back up, Leicester City. Playing football the Enzo way. Go on, Eunice. Cassidy. Oh, they came in. Another great break by Leicester. It could have been a 5th there. OMG, I'm dribbling them all sorts. Sorry about the singing there. That'll get me banned on YouTube, I would imagine. There's those that sing and those of us that play the music. And there's a DJ on Surrey Hills Radio. Breakfast show, 7 till 10, Monday to Friday. You now know why I'm a DJ. You're in the boozer. Fair enough. Andrew, you did play 4-1. Unfortunately, it was a bit late to count for the predictions, Andrew, but fair play to you, mate. Fair play. So about 5 minutes left. And I would imagine Brad has suddenly just gone absolutely peed off because at 3-1 he was on for 3 points. Well, that's a free kick to Leicester. Carter takes down. The Leicester player. That's a free kick. Ewood Park is slowly emptying, apparently. No, Louis, actually I'm not. I mean, clean sheets would be nice. I predicted one this week. But look, as long as we're scoring more than them. Great, you are a gentleman, young man. Thank you so very, very much. It was a bad one. In fairness, I appreciate that. Great, thank you very, very much, sir. Bad goal, yes, it was. Can Blackburn get it away? The Blackburn fans, it's the first time I've heard them. Not sure who they're singing about. One of their players, I'm guessing, but it's a bit late to be singing now, guys. Where were you earlier? Thank you, young man. Thank you. Oh, is this going to be a consolation from Blackburn here? Oh, nobody shut him down, but he went over the top in the end. They were just playing out time now. There's about 2 minutes to go. We are literally just playing time out here, I think. So we are in the last minute. The Leicester fans are having a nice cheer, but there's a free kick, is it, to Leicester? Free kick to Leicester. And there it is. It is all over. So, as you can see there, we are back top. 4-1 to Leicester. Let us know who you are managing, who's your man of the match and your points out of 10 for the performance. Just going to load something up, so just bear with me. Was it a 4? Well, it was obviously a 4-1 because that's what it was. We got the penalty. Did it deserve to be a 4-1? I think so overall. Gray's gone for Vardy, man of the match, and 9. LCFC, he's gone for Nacho. What I'll do is I'll save these and we'll come back to them. So do get your man of the match in. So 5 away games in a row we have now won, ladies and gentlefolk. There we go. First time in our history we have won 5 games in a row on the road. Blackburn are now dropped 1 to 18th on goal difference, still on 10 points. They are 18th. Where Leicester, we are at the top, 2 points clear of Ipswich, 4 points clear of Preston, plus 12, the best goal difference. So, wow, Leicester women are about to kick off. Fee, you are welcome. Thank you so much for your monetary contributions as well. Let me just really, as you know, I do appreciate it, and it does help the channel grow. I've had to stop the website due to funding, but we're carrying on with this. I'm pleased to say. Cody in Wednesday. You can't appeal, Gray. I don't think you can appeal yellow cards, unfortunately, because that was my thought, and unfortunately we can't. Yeah, he does support it. I'm not ignoring man of the matches and ratings, but we'll bring them up sort of towards the end. Let us go. Let me just get rid of this because my Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville are ready to join me. I don't know which one's which. I suppose if you're going on accents, Luke would be Jamie Carragher. But let me just get rid of this at the bottom. If you gentlemen just bear with me 1 second, I will do that. And there we go. Wow. I'm going to come to you first of all, Brad, because I'm sure for about 9 minutes you were absolutely creaming it when it was 3-1.
Well, I was, but I hope you don't mind. You just caught me going through my checklist of the day. Let me just finish going through this, Chris. I'll be with you. That's Rotherham away, yep. Huddersfield away, yep. Southampton away, yep. Norwich away, yep. Oh, wait, Blackburn. Oh, yeah, Blackburn away, yeah. It's easy, this championship malarkey away from home, isn't it, lads?
5 on a trot.
We've never done it before. Leicester have never, ever gone 5 away victories in a row at the start of the season until today. There you go.
I know.
That's a fact for you.
Luke, talk for a minute. Tell me about the second half because I've lost the chat. Where has the chat gone?
Maybe they're all Blackburn fans.
No, I've got it here. Matthew, gentlemen, sir, thank you so very, very much indeed. Really just do appreciate that. Seriously, thank you.
Good on you,
sorry,
mate.
Luke. Do carry on.
Right, mate. I thought we started slow, but then I thought we gradually got into the game more and more. I thought, how's it going, Gray? I thought indeed he actually had a really good second half. He redeemed himself a lot, as well as Keenan Dewsbury Hall. I almost felt like I had to give him a rating for the second half separate than his overall performance. He's sometimes a bit of a captain almost, but I think he redeemed himself a lot that second half.
Yes, I mean, look, we went in the second half 2-1 up. First thing that happened, as seems to always happen with Leicester, Brad, is that we come out pretty awful, to be honest with you. We can't appeal yellow cards, but I thought the referee got that one well wrong.
No, he did, and your heart must have broken, Chris, when you saw it, because not only did he get a yellow card, but it means he's suspended from Preston. Which, being as it's probably a blessing that Connor Cody's got 90 minutes under his belt, then, isn't it? Really, because that's a worry, and obviously there's an injury to talk about later on.
I'm worried, and yes, he is going to miss Preston, but Connor Cody's not a bad cover to bring in, Luke. Or having said that, Harry Souttar played extremely well, in my opinion, against Liverpool. I think it will be Cody that comes in, but yes, it's not a bad substitute to bring on, is it?
No, it's not. We definitely flexed our bench a little bit today, don't you think?
Oh, yes. Just a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit. Let's have a look here. I've just read, Vestergaard, that he misses Preston, as we've said, but we can't appeal yellows, but there we go. Fatwa brought off after 57. I think, as much as anything, I was quite pleased to see him come off, and the fact before he got sent off, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He had a good game when his head was screwed on, but he's always given the impression that maybe sometimes he can't control his own pace and he goes clattering into players, and it's just a yellow card. This day and age, I mean, in the 90s, Chris, he'd been dubbed a hero for going in the way he does, but at the time and age of football now, it's just a yellow card, and it's silly little things like that he'll work on. But that aside, yeah, precautionary. Take him off before he gets sent off, because you don't want to see a little foul changing the mood of the game, because it could have soured things. But he didn't do too bad for his 57 minutes, to be fair to him. He looked good.
He did. I mean, referee Luke, I thought, well, up until that point, one of the worst ones of the season for me.
Yeah, it was. And then also, I think it was the linesman that gave that ball at the end. Was that did you see that with Ndidi when he slapped him on the tummy? He's lucky he pulled a tactical smile real quick. He could have got sent off for that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was a bit cheeky.
It was, but it was. They
I saw him smiling. Was it right towards the end? Was it?
Yeah, he was holding it in the corner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, but again, a couple of good changes. Luke Ricardo coming off for Chowdhury, who just held it, didn't it? It just sort of held it together in the middle of the field for us.
No, it did, and I thought he did a good job as well. He made a really good block at one point. I thought he was for the time he was on, it was good. He's definitely that option for that wing back role, and yeah.
I mean. I'm so glad that he signed an extra 4-year contract, Brad, because I think, the fact that we nearly lost him under who, having played excellently, we never ever saw him again. And I think he does give us that sort of extra bite, doesn't he? And he was one that we used to say always had a red card in him, and he seems to have been able to have calmed himself down.
Yeah, he's superb, and he's forever showing just how versatile he is. Central defensive midfield, going into the centre mid, going into right back. He can play it all. He's really useful for us, and maybe some other players can follow suit. That would be great, because the way some of them are playing, they look like they're trying to earn themselves a stay at Leicester. And yeah, he was fantastic again, an absolute key asset. I mean, like you said, whether he's starting or coming off the bench, He's putting the fear of God into teams, and he played superbly well. He played really well.
And let's be honest with you, Luke. I mean, I just sat here with this huge smile on my face because, Mavididi, he is the Arsenal wonder kid. And yet he comes off and we bring somebody like Yunus on who... I'm sorry. You must be the opposition looking at our bench and going, "What the fuck?" Excuse me, that's the word. I'm going to have to ban myself at this point.
Could you imagine just halfway through a watch-along Chris disappears?
Right, guys, I'm going to have to put myself in timeout.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, his play from the left. I mean, when I'm sure you'll talk about it in a sec, so I won't go too much into it. Obviously, McAteer 16 minutes, has to come off after coming on, and he switches him to the left. God, did he look impressive. He looked really impressive at going on that left-hand side and set up the fourth. Sod's law that I didn't go 4-1, but I'll forgive him.
Well, you went 4-1. Luke went 4-0.
We got in between, mate.
Oh,
do you know what though? I'm not trying to dig myself out of a hole in the league because you'll never let me forget it. But a certain Leicester City fan who's on this channel a lot, and we might want to bring it to his attention when he's next on the show. But Craig went 2-1 to Blackburn. I'm just saying. Yeah, he went 2-1 Blackburn.
Oh, I hope he got everything else just as badly wrong.
No, I think so, but I've just checked the results. I had to double check, but he did go 2-1 Blackburn.
Luke, I mean, let's talk McAteer. I mean, he came on and you thought, like, brilliant, Fatua, I think Fatua has yet to reach his potential. You're thinking McAteer's coming on brilliant, and he ran for what was a lovely ball through to him, and then pulled up. And I felt so bad for the guy because he literally has just come onto the scene and now he's going to be out for a while. Although having said that, he seemed to be walking okay towards the end.
I think it was a hammy by the looks of it. It's a shame because he's been in red hot form and he was on that left side we were talking about before the game started, and he definitely could play that left side. We just saw for the very brief time he was on, It was very dangerous. We easily could have been up about 6-1. We could have been up. There was another chance from Eunice to, I think it was Cassidy. That was a bit of a shame too, but we'll get into that later. But I really hope he pulls up well soon, Casey McAteer.
Yeah. I mean, you know probably better than either of us, Brad. Hamstring, how long do you think he could be out for?
If it's a tweak, he's probably out for 2 to 4 weeks. If it's something a bit more serious, we could be looking at a couple of months. It's never... The one thing about hamstrings is if he's tweaked it or he's just pulled it, you're probably thinking international break, he'll be back after that, the next international break. That's probably the best case scenario for him. But luckily, from what we've seen in the half an hour cameo, it doesn't look like we're going to be too sore on that department for options. So
last season we lose a winger, and my God, that's it.
Well, that's it. Yeah, done.
It's all over.
This season, like, who do I pick, sort of thing. But I mean, in fairness, and I felt a little bit sorry for the goalkeeper for Blackburn. He went off, and I don't know why they made him walk, because he started off, he could hardly hobble on one foot, and then at the end he was literally just hopping because he couldn't even put that foot down. But at least with Luke, at least with McAteer, he did seem to be walking gingerly, yes, but walking normally as much as he could. So that maybe that's a good sign.
Yeah, for hammies, I think usually you can sort of walk them off. I hope it's not too bad, like Brad. It might be 6-7 weeks. I'm not sure because that was immediate how he felt that. Hey, like he stopped. He was running. I'm hoping he's tweaked it, but it didn't look great to begin with.
No, he did. I'm just looking at a certain player's penalty there. Nobody was stopping that. It was really bad luck. You're right, Gray. And then Cassidy came on for McAteer. Again, not a bad substitution. And a certain Iheanacho, Mr. Perkis, came on for. And if you just bear with me, I'm going to talk away here until I go down the list. For Mr. Vardy, this gentleman came on. I mean, and as much, look, at 2-1, we'd first 10 minutes, I was worried, Luke, for those first 10 minutes after the start of the second half. And we seem to have those 10 minutes and we seem to let other teams sort of come at us.
I was a bit worried as well. We started again slow to begin the second half. I was worried too and didn't have a lot of the ball and it was quite frustrating to watch that first 10-15 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. But we weathered the storm. And let's be honest with you, 2-1 down, Brad, you would hope, well, you know, if that was Leicester, you would hope that they come out and have a go at it at the start of the second half. But as much as I criticise the referee, what a spot for the penalty.
Yeah, it's not often a blatant shirt pull gets given, but he was spot on. I mean, when he went down and the referee blew his whistle, I thought, oh, Vestergaard's fallen over and he's going to give a free kick for a dive or something.
Exactly. But hey, never doubt Big Jan.
No, and
you should know better.
I tell you what I do, and we'll wait to the end. I'll wait to the end to say more about Yannick. But yeah, and that was just what Leicester needed. It was a breather. I mean, the pace had been taken out of the game. I mean, the one good thing about Leicester in that first 10 minutes was they kind of expected it. And I think Leicester I think Enzo goes, all right, you know what's coming? Because it happened against, I think it was Rotherham did the same, and they had their goal or chance in the first 10 minutes of the second half. So we knew what was coming, and we seemed compact. Not congested, though, but compact. And we actually probably dealt with them a lot better in that second half defensively than we did in the first half. So,
yeah,
I mean, the penalty comes at the right time for Leicester, and then it was cruise control afterwards, wasn't it?
But how... I mean, 2 minutes before that, Luke, it could have been 2-2. We let Blackburn have a shot on goal. Hermansson, great praise from the commentators, just in his position to make the save. And then, you know, the Great Dane, he might have been on his arse, he might have been laid flat out, but he still managed to block the second shot, and we go up the other end.
Do you want to give your love child a score now? You proper excited about it?
No, I'm waiting till the end.
I thought could have gone, but that was brilliant from Mads. It was even better from Yannick, and then we dealt with it well. And I think it started to slowly build up momentum for about 5 minutes after that. It just got better and better. And again, also, even though they made a lot of subs, Blackburn looked gassed towards the end. We did as well, to be fair, with the extra 9 minutes. But I don't know what you guys thought about that, but I thought it just, snowball effect from there on.
I mean, yes, the commentator said just before McAteer actually was taken off, he actually said that he thought Leicester could just sort of, well, his words are, ease and idle the way through the last 20 minutes. We certainly didn't do that, did we?
Does that to me or Luke?
Brad, that one, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, they did. And the thing is, though, Blackburn were very passive. And Leicester were allowed to sort of idle and casual, about the second half. It was quite surprising because even the commentator said, you can understand it in the first half. You don't want to overcommit and have Leicester tear through you because they're too good. They'll do that to you. We kind of saw that after the penalty, which you kind of say, okay, it's 3-1. They've got to overcommit. It's kind of where the fourth goal comes from. But yeah, they kind of allowed us to just kind of go, okay, you do realise we're winning because if you don't come on to us, we'll keep this ball and do it. And this is what we mean when we say Leicester pass it with a purpose because, you heard it from the Blackburn fans a bit when they had the ball and they weren't going forward with it. They'll get annoyed. They'll get in a bit, come on, move forward, get into them. Whereas Leicester were like, read the game. We don't need to. You come on to us. We'll wait for you to move. We don't need to go forward for the sake of going forward. We're happy to keep it in and around the halfway line and wait for you to come at us, and then we'll move the ball forward. I was very happy, especially at 3-1, Chris, for no apparent reason. Definitely not because I went 3-1. But I was very happy with Idle and football. But,
Talk about Idle and football, Luke. We mentioned Vestergaard, the wonderful player that won't be playing for us midweek. But look, he was like a case of, right, pass it to me and I'm just going to stand on the ball for 5 minutes. Now, he'd obviously been instructed to do that. I mean, I don't think, because I've never seen him, never seen him play like that. He's obviously only really been playing this season. But, it was sort of completely, always everything seemed to go through him, but he got the ball and it was a case of like, okay, let's just take it easy now. Let's calm down. Almost John Evans-esque.
Oh, he played quite physical today as well, don't you think, Vestergaard? I think you just need to play that Marvin Gaye music for yourself right now.
What you mean?
Get some Babe Station music this rate. I don't know about Marvin Gaye.
Brad, I mean, were you surprised at the way he was just sort of, I mean, he was obviously told to play like that, wasn't he?
Yeah, of course he was, and you're right to compare him to Johnny Evans. I mean, Craig must be apoplectic, a player that's slow and old and holding on to the ball and not moving forward, but it looks beautiful. Craig must not know what to do himself. It must have affected his brain and his predictions for the Leicester game. That's what's done him, because he does the condition, but that's brilliant. He does, but he holds the ball up and he kind of goes, I've got 3 options. Well, I've got 4 options. I've got Winks in front of me, I've got my 2 back partners, and I've got Hermanson. So you come at me or I'll take forever and a day on this ball while the score's 1-1, 2-1, whatever the situation is. And sometimes you just need that, because you need to have somebody that kind of pisses the crowd off. Excuse my French there. That's a penny in the jar for me. But annoys the players where they break their own, drills, if you will. Like Blackburn Rovers told to be patient and wait. But if are you just pressing buttons? Are you just enjoying buttons? I know I'm bleating on. I know, no need for that. That's just rude.
That was just like, my love for Yannick there.
I know, but he does a job brilliantly, and he's doing it to a T. I've got to give a lot of credit towards him today. I really do.
He's just said, "Oh, Yannick, you're so very cool. Oh, how we love you, and you make Chris drool."
He cracked me up.
To be honest with you, with good reason, I think.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see who was made man of the match by Alan, and fortunately he didn't go for Yannick, but I think he should have been up there. But look, oh no, not sheep, says Gray. Yes, but yeah, I think it was annoying because in a way, Luke, it was kind of a case of like Brad said, we're winning here. We don't need to do too much. You need to come and get the ball off us. And I'm quite happy to stand here with it and wait for you to come, and then I can see what I'm going to do with it.
Yes, absolutely. Hold the ball up and then, make them pay for it, make them make mistakes. And it worked beautifully on the counter that second half of the game. I thought it really suits. Sorry, it really suits as well. As soon as you see Nacho Man come on, you know that they're going to hold the ball up as well, much better as well going forward. He has his back to the goal. He turns. He's brilliant. Brings everyone into the game. I could see it kind of going that way as well as soon as he came on.
Yeah.
Suits.
No, I agree. We'll get somebody. Let's see if she's if she's going to work. Kate. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Of all the games Kate could be here for and not be able to get on camera, it would be this one, wouldn't it?
Kate, hello. Can you? She's kind of moving.
We've just got a black screen on here.
Can't see nothing. I tell you what, if I take you 2 gentlemen out, simply because that might free up some space. Kate, can you hear me? She's definitely frozen. No, Mother, are you there? Cammy, how are you doing? Are you enjoying the game? Oh, I think she has frozen.
Oh, bless her. She'll have to talk about it on the Monday night show, won't she, Chris? She'll have to give her the floor there.
Yes. She's actually gone altogether now, so on the thing. But what was I saying before Kate tried to join us?
You was going, oh, Vestergaard, yay. That's what you was doing.
Out of control, eh?
Talking of Vestergaard, as soon as you brought him up, hang on. Kate.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm back. Sorry, it's really hilly around here, guys. It's nothing like Leicester at all.
I've never known a woman be so quiet. Right, I tell you what I'm going to do, just to make it a little bit easier with the thing. I'll just take the guys out and bring them back in a second. It's a piece of piss, this championship, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just wanted a bit of a challenge at the start, didn't we? Giving away a horrendous goal just to make a game of it. But yeah, it was a pretty dominating performance again, wasn't it, really?
Yes, and I was just saying before, I mean, it was not too easy. That would be unfair. But at times, Vestergaard at the back was just stood on the ball, saying, like, come and get it if you want it.
Yeah, absolutely. He didn't have a huge amount to do, but he was just the general again at the back today. I can't believe I'm speaking so politely about him, really. He's just been great the past few games.
I'm just going to clip that. There's a great save from Hermansen. Vardy, what am I saying? Yannick was on his arse, laying on the floor, but he still managed to get a block in.
Yeah, oh yeah, what a block that was. Yeah. Yeah, there was some desperate defending at times today, but overall you didn't feel like it really wobbled us and bothered us. I thought the right winger had JJ on the ropes a few times today. He seemed really lively. And yeah, I think they wanted to play and they wanted to be dangerous and they wanted to push forward. Every time Mads had the ball in the keeper, like they were man for man, weren't they, marking? Yeah. Which was interesting. But yeah, I think we just dominated. And I think the last half an hour in games, our fitness and whether it's still hanging over from the Premier League, our fitness just starts to dominate and we really find our rhythm, it seems to be, in the last half an hour, which is good.
Yeah. A bit worried by McAteer's injury, although he did seem to be walking at the end.
That was right in front of us and he was really breathing as it happened, like it shocked him. It really shocked him. I thought he was in tears at first, but he got up pretty quickly. So I'm hoping it's not a tear and it's just a strain. But because we don't need that, he's a really good asset, and he was in a really good position as well when he did what he did. So
I think if he hadn't pulled up, I think that would have been another goal.
Yeah, it was a great position, and yeah, he just on full pace, wasn't it? It's just one of those things. He's probably a little bit cold. He'd not long been on. Yeah, I hope he's okay. Bless him. It wasn't nice to see at all.
That said, we've got a few options there now, haven't we? I mean, Eunice come on. I mean, how good did he look?
Yeah, brilliant. I said that to the guy I went with, that we sort of used to people being injured and like, oh my God, who are we going to bring on? But when you bring like Nacho and Eunice on, and yeah, we've just got so much depth in certain positions now. It's great to see, and Eunice did really well. He's pretty quick on the ball, isn't he? And yeah, could have had a goal himself, actually.
Yeah, he seems to be getting better with each game that he plays. I'm seeing an improvement in him.
Yeah, absolutely. And him and Winks look like they get on really well. Like they were quite pally at the end, and I think that connection is going to be key for him going forward as well. Yeah, he's exciting to watch. He's really fast. I'd just like to see a bit more confidence on him to take a few shots earlier. I think that was some of the things that we lacked today. I think KDH hung onto the ball too much a few times, which could have opened up the defence a bit more. I feel like he's a bit indecisive at times, and it's almost like a second too late, or the offsides then played. But yeah, it was a really, really good round performance against a really good team. I think. I didn't go expecting this kind of scoreline from Blackburn at all.
No, I mean I went for 2-0. I think it was. Brad had 3-1. So unfortunately,
I thought 2-1. Oh,
that sums Brad's season up, to be honest with you. I'm going to let you go very quickly. Your man of the match?
I think Fatawu. I thought he was absolutely outstanding today. Defensively, I thought he was brilliant.
Okay, well, we will add that to the list and see how it goes. Are you free for tomorrow for the...
yes, I am, yep.
Look forward to it. Have a safe journey back down.
Thank you.
Is it? And I will see you on Monday night.
Yep, see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys, but I don't want to share her with you. What can I say?
Oh, my God.
No. All joking aside, it just makes it easier with the coverage.
No.
Man of the match, that's who's yours is, Luke. I appreciate you got to go in a minute. You've gone for?
I've gone for Jamie Vardy just because I thought that, that first shot was real dangerous. Just went off the crossbar. It looked lively that first half, and that goal was like half a volley on his left foot. That's sexy, top bins. You have to give it to him just for that quality of that goal.
It was a good goal, but then Dewsbury's Halls was very Vardy-esque, wasn't it, Brad? Yeah,
it was, which is kind of funny because at some points during that second half and first half, I was going, for God's sake, get him off. Yeah. So what do I know? Good job I'm not a manager because he kept him on and he scored the fourth. Maybe we should have taken him off Enzo on at the 3 points, you prick.
I mean, this is it. We were saying at half time, weren't we, how greedy he was and how he could have done that. And I suppose it is social media, Luke, isn't it? And these shows where we tend to sort of open our mouth and put our foot in it before we sort of put our brain into gear. Brad, who did you go for your man of the match?
Well, I think I'm going to make you a very happy man here, Chris, and I don't mean that in a way that people might interpret. But
I'll go and get the Vaseline.
Yeah, you do that because I know. Look, it was very close between him and the man of the match on Sky, but I'm giving mine to Yannick Vestergaard. His slide for that shot at 2-1 forces a Blackburn player to only put it one side because he covered it. He did it a few times where Blackburn had a little bit of space. He'd make a sliding block, and even if the shot didn't come in, he'd force them to kind of turn and have to readjust and do what they're doing to allow players to recover. I think his recovery rate was great. He kind of took the mick a bit, holding on to the ball for so long. At one point, he did that front 2 little drag backs, didn't he? It was like, come on, get them all, come on. It was like he was had a couple of dogs on a park chasing the ball around. He wouldn't let them have him, and then that block that led to the counter just topped it off for me. I know indeed he had a great game, and probably why Sky gave it in. I'm sure Alan might have seen it differently, but for me, if Yannick Vestergaard doesn't play like that today, it's a different scoreline. He was fantastic.
Yeah, no, I believe, funnily enough, I agree with you. Who would have ever known that? Let's just quickly go through what everybody else has been saying. And because it's interesting to see sort of everybody having their different thoughts and what have you. I want to say a big thank you to Fee. She's gone. She sends me a little pound every time we score, so I am hoping for another 9-0 one week.
Be able to get a couple of points on that one.
Yeah. And to Gray for the 5. So thank you to very, very much, gentlemen and ladies. Gray has gone with you, Luke. He's gone for Jamie Vardy. Well, LCFC's gone for Nacho Man.
Oh, I love you, LCFC. I didn't want to say it because he scored because I get the love music, but yeah, he's right. Nacho's real man of the match, really.
Matthew's sensible one here. He's agreed with Vestergaard for man of the match. And Matthew, I do really appreciate that, sir. Thank you so very much. $10 there. Really do appreciate that. Scott has gone for Vestergaard. What can I say? You
know what, Chris? It's nice to be sat here looking at about 4 or 5 different names around a match. It just tells you how engaged and how switched on the team is, the way they're performing. That different opinions are coming in. Yeah. Of course, Boris goes Vardy. He'd have done that if he didn't play.
He's got man of the match, and he's just said for every match. He doesn't.
Yeah. Who's your man of the match for Preston? Boris, is it Vardy?
For the next 20 weeks. And I don't know if I've done this before. Gray has gone Vardy as well. But look, let me tell you what Alan went for. He actually went for Wout Faes.
Oh, another name in the mix. I mean, great performance as well. Got his goal at the right end as well, Chris. all things are turning great.
What he said is not our best, but a 4-1 win. Can't complain about that. Man of the match, Wout Faes. And he did have a decent game, didn't he, Luke?
He did. He had a good game, actually. That was a great goal. And he had that great sliding challenge. It looked like it was going to go out of that. I forgot if it was the first or the second half. Yeah, it looked like it was probably going to go out anyway, but he still got himself down there, committed, made that big roving run forward as he tends to do sometimes when he gets a bit excited. ran for about 3 people. I thought he was going on to have another shot and goal, but unfortunately got taken down.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it like you said, Brad, it's good that we're seeing this because it shows as a team that we are playing well, although it probably wasn't our best performance. And I'd be interested to see what you two give for a performance rating. Brad first.
I mean, it's very difficult to do it because, like you said, Chris, it actually wasn't our best performance. I think we've done far better in games and not got as many goals. But when you're hot, you're hot. You know, when you're on fire, you're on. Yeah, you know, you're just doing it. And again, that penalty probably made it icing on the cake because you know he goes and makes it 3-1. It kills Blackburn off, and we go and grab a cheeky fourth. Team rating, though, I still got to give it an 8. I've got to give it an 8 because when the pressure was on and the game situations, I think the commentator on Sky summed it up right. Blackburn snarled. Blackburn kind of growled and snarled at Leicester, but Leicester snapped. Leicester bit in. And when Leicester, it seems this season, when Leicester get their teeth sunk into an opposition, they don't let go. They get lockjaw. And that was what was impressive. And whether it was our most impressive performance or not, I just think they deserve an 8 for the mentality to keep going and keep going. You know, they weren't happy at 3-1. They wanted to keep going and keep going. And I've got to give them an 8 for it.
Luke, I know you've got to go, so very quickly, your rating?
I've gone for 7 out of 10. I think close to an 8.
Boo!
I know. If I was playing 2.5, I'd go 7.5. But I'll have, for that reason, I have to go 7. Not bad, but I still think we could do so much better, and I think it's onwards and upwards from here. Super excited, and we're just going to keep on separating ourselves from everyone on that table by the looks of things.
Well, before you go, I'll just show you what Alan went. He went for
Boo! Boo, Alan!
I know, in fairness, I've got to say, I actually kind of agree because, you know, the second, their goal that we gave away was terrible. And there were times when we just couldn't clear the ball. So I actually think maybe 6.5, possibly edging towards Luke 7.
It was a game of 2 halves, you know?
It's always every game of football, though, mate.
Sorry, I talked over. I know, but the scores would be so different between the two is kind of what I mean by that. Do you know what I mean?
Margins were won by Leicester, mate. That's what matters.
And if the ball had hit the back of the net, it would have been another goal.
No, all right, Michael Owen, calm down.
Was it one of the Sky producers said it was that very wet rain that was coming down?
Yeah, it's a nightmare compared to that dry rain, isn't it?
Yeah. Luke, give a shout out for your channel and where people can find you.
Thank you. You can find me at Leicester City Down Under, and if you like, catch me here most games. But if you want to see anything else, I would appreciate if you came and checked me out. Thank you.
Please do get over there and subscribe. And he has some fantastic guests on, doesn't he, Brad?
Yeah, he does. He has 2 handsome gentlemen in recent weeks he's had on. And obviously we're the ones to talk the sense that these 2 gentlemen. So go and check out his videos that are already up there because he's got 2 wonderful people on there.
I mean, obviously coming from Australia, I mean, he has a lot of these on. But look, I'll leave it to that. Luke, thank you very much. Have a good one, mate. Probably won't see you on Wednesday because it's a sort of 8 o'clock, 7:45, 8 o'clock kickoff, which is about 5 your time in the morning or something silly. But if you can make it, you're always welcome. But if not, we'll see you next week.
Thanks, mate. Oh, if I can't come on, I'll talk to you in the chat, but I'll be watching it. Don't worry. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for helping me out too. I'll talk to you guys soon.
You are more than welcome, sir. Take care. Have
See you later, everybody.
See you later, buddy.
Bye. Thanks to Luke. He is in a completely different time zone there. I've got to say. Cheers, Chris, Brad, and Luke. See you next Indeed. Later, Luke. Oh my God, I'm not. Was that for the sheep? Do you think possibly?
Possibly.
But let's have a look at the table, shall we? Because it looks absolutely love it. Love it. Let me just take that up there. Look, 24 points. Sorry, first lost one game. Nobody's now not lost a game. 2 points clear of second, 4 points clear of third. Who we play on Wednesday.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of how playing last can sort of work for you in a way. You know your situation, you know what a result does, what a win does for you, and I don't want to try and bring a downer straight on it, but first versus third, the fact that could really play into Leicester's hands, knowing that even if the worst does happen, we'll still be in that automatic zone. And that's why it's vital that these early stages to start bridging these gaps, because obviously we don't know how midweek's going to go. But let's say Preston are still third going into that game and they're 4 points behind us. If we win that game, we're going to have a team in the playoffs that are now suddenly 7 points off us. So it's really important to get these gaps going. And
Preston can't be caught. They will be third whatever happens.
So there you go. They can't be caught. They can stay third. It'll be first versus third, and we could end that. We could go into the weekend saying, "Well, we're 7 points cushion in that automatic too," which looks really good for Leicester to be getting come the end of the season.
We've got the biggest goal difference of anybody in this division at plus 12. Sunderland are plus 10. Other than that, it's into single figures and 7 with Ipswich. We've scored 18, which is joint second highest scorers. 18 with Ipswich and Sunderland. 19 is for Norwich. I think they had one really, really good score. And 17, believe it or not, Plymouth. But again, that 6 goals, I think, made the difference for that. But somebody said, I think it was Louise was in earlier, Louise Brown. And hello again, Louise, if you're still with us. And she said, and I want to put this to you, we conceded 6 goals. That's why we're plus 12, obviously. Scored 18, conceded 6. She said, is it worrying we're not keeping clean sheets? So for me, I'm saying not at all, because whilst we're knocking 4 in and 3 in a game, which we seem to be doing at the moment, then I'm not bothered about keeping clean sheets. If we're winning 2-1, it might be a little bit more worried.
Yeah, I don't think it's a concern, especially not right now. It's not showing to be a concern. Obviously, it's nice to get clean sheets, but even the great teams, even if they, like a Man City or whatever, when they were, getting 90 plus or 100 points a season, they were conceding goals, but they were winning games, like you said, Chris, 3-1, 4-1 or a thing. And this is probably playing, comparison. This is paying tribute to our early season form when we were grinding out 1-0 wins. We were grinding out 2-1 wins. And that's when, we can't keep doing this because eventually it'll come a cropper. Well, like you said, Chris, not only is it 18 goals we've scored, but in the last few away games, we've scored 10 goals. We've 2 at Norwich, 4 at Southampton and 4 again today. So as long as that keeps happening, Chris, am I bothered if we win 2-1, 3-1? No, I'm not bothered, really. A clean sheet lives a charmed life, but winning's winning, and that's what really matters.
Yeah,
no draws as well. 9 games in, no draws, so that's not a worry.
No, and I think we always said what would happen, and I didn't think we were going to go through the whole season unbeaten, and as I said right at the start of the season, the longer it. I'm here. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry. It might be my end. You're just a bit delayed. It's all right. Go on.
As I said at the start of the season, I'm not. I'd sooner get a loss out of the way and then it's done with. We don't have to. Is it going to be this week? Is it going to be this? Is it? Because I think the longer it goes on, you're not losing. When you do finally lose, it's harder to accept. So, whilst I'm not glad we've lost. I'm glad we've done it because we would have done at some point during the season. And we said, how will we react? And I think we've seen how we will react very, very well. So if we do lose another game, and if that's at Preston, and let's be honest with you, I suppose technically on paper that should be our most difficult game, but it doesn't worry me about how we'll come back after that.
No, it doesn't, and that's the wonderful thing about what we're seeing from Leicester at the moment. I mean, you could say, "Oh, now the biggest apple on," and it's how long are Leicester going to go, undefeated away from home? But you talked about the response to when Leicester would finally lose. I think we all did this at some point, and not just here, but you asked that question on one of the talk shows. I think it was the Monday after the Hull defeat, and we looked at Southampton, Norwich, Bristol, Blackburn, and we said, how many points do you think we was going to get? And I think it was, everybody said 10 or 12. I mean, I said there's no reason we couldn't get maximum points. We might drop some against one of these three teams that I've just mentioned, but we haven't. And that just shows the mentality and the character that we've got here, that we're not going to sit and sulk if it doesn't go our way. We just got on with it. In fact, if we look back at that game, Enzo even turned around and said, we just didn't get the ball in the back of the net. We had chances. We were not going to change anything. And 4 wins on. And look where we are.
Yeah. Gray says here, we are unfortunate with Callum out so long, but we have wonderful strength in depth. Well, like I say, I think when you can bring a player in like James Justin, who, okay, at times he looked a bit rusty again today, but look, again, it's only his second full game, and that's and I made this point at the start. Should we be worried? Yes, we've got to get used to making these changes, but does that mean that the team's not going to be match sharp?
No, I actually think it's quite a good thing that we kind of have these set decisions to bring players off after a certain amount of time. I know you could say maybe Fatu was kind of scaring Maresca a little bit, so he maybe brought him off a little bit earlier than he intended to, but we're seeing it quite regularly throughout this division, and you need these players. I mean, like we said there, your love child Vestergaard can't play on the Wednesday night, but Cody got 90 minutes under his belt for against Liverpool, so how vital is that going to be? Because if you think about it,
in fairness, did Suter.
Yeah, as well. So again, the options there. So at least, one thing that you made a very good point about, Chris, when we talked about a winger going missing or being suspended, we were doomed, is, how would we be looking at this Preston game, even after this big win? How would we look at this Preston game if it was going, oh, God, none of our reserves have played a game. Oh, they've got no match sharpness. That's where Preston are going to come at us. Well, we know they've got minutes under the belt. And that's what we've had. Yunus getting 20, 30 minutes. Fatua getting 20, 30 minutes. Got his start today, played really well until he came off. Cassidy coming on. All these players getting that minutes on the belts is just tweaking them so they're ready for situations like what we've got ahead of us. No McAteer, it looks like, unless he gets away with it. And obviously, no Yannick, despite the dive.
Do you think this is his plan, is that, yes, he's going to be swapping the teams around, but he does as many swaps during the game? I mean, we are seeing, all right, we had 4 subs today. We had 5, I think. Sorry, it would have been 4 had it not been for, the injury. But it is giving everybody, rather than sort of 90 minutes none, 90 minutes none, it's 60-30, 60-30, almost like that. So in a way, contradiction to what I'm saying there, is keeping people a little bit sharp.
Yeah, and it's keeping them fresh as well, Chris, and that's going to be important, because you might find, like, for example, a situation like this where you're expecting to play back-to-back games, or, you're going to have to follow on that 30, 40-minute performance with a 90-minute one because McAteer can't play because he's injured. Vardy tweaks his knee, so Ian Acho needs to start a game. I know that the second one's a little bit more hypothetical, and I just wanted to mention my love child. But it is good in a way. Yes, I get that ideally 90 minutes improves your match sharpness more than 30 minutes, but if you're playing 30 minutes in blocks, it's going to help for when you get given an opportunity to start a game for and we've seen how that's benefited already with some of the players that have started on the bench and come on getting starts. Fatu as an example, and Yunus, who looked shaky when he started games, has proved that he can come on and impact the game with half an hour to go. So, is good.
No, it is. It is indeed. And I'm going to ask you this as well. Vestergaard can't play. Not worried, because I think, and you look and say, well, you've got Cody that can come in. That's not a bad replacement, is it? And we're all presuming it's going to be Cody. And yet, obviously, we've still got Sutar, who, let's be honest with you, played bloody well against Liverpool, to say that he hadn't got any minutes under his belt. Does Vestergaard, he doesn't automatically get back in, does he, though? That's the problem.
No, I mean that again. That's the joys of this team. I mean, if you let's just say it is Cody, call a spade, and say, well, you paid, you signed him, you're probably going to favour him over Sutar, but they both played really well. There's no guarantees in this side, and that's a good thing. Enzo, I mean, we saw today. I know it was unfortunate he's got injured, but McAteer didn't start, and that had me going, no, don't want your top goal scorer up against Blackburn. But he goes, no, you played. You played the midweek. I need to rest you. You're not going to play, Saturday, Sunday, you're going to be on the bench. And Vestergaard may be a bit of an unfortunate one for a few games, because if Cody comes in and we keep a clean sheet and he plays really well, then the questions were asked, well, how can you take Cody out of the team? And it's good to see this competition, because whilst the players aren't scared for their position, they're thinking, I cannot let my standards drop, and it just keeps them hungry.
Yeah. Just an update on the women's game. Bristol, it's currently 48 minutes played, and it's currently Bristol City 1, Leicester City 0.
No, it's not. Amy Palmer has scored just now. She has just scored to get it level by the looks of things. They've just tweeted on the Leicester City women's website, Amy Palmer with a rocket. So I assume here that either she's taken off to Nassau or she scored a goal. So I assume that Leicester have got themselves level.
To be honest with you, I could not find it on the LCFC.
I couldn't.
Come on.
Which is annoying.
Come on, LCFC. Get it sorted. Couldn't find it. But I went on the WSL, and you are quite right. It has just gone 1-1.
Yeah, so Amy Palmer with an absolute rocket. So far, so good this weekend for Leicester.
Yeah.
Let's hope they can turn that around.
And I appreciate we've gone on a bit, so I'll make this the last question. Do you think and I know it's a hypothetical one here because we've got Enzo in now, but look, we're going to be you're always comparing things to the last manager you have, aren't you? And I think it's hard to compare to Dean Smith because he wasn't really here long enough to, we know he was only ever going to be temporary. But if Rodgers was in charge and McAteer kind of walks it off, does he stay on, do you think, for Brendan? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know whether Brendan would have taken him off. He'd have given him 5 minutes at the side and went, no, you're all right, go back on.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think McAteer would be in the side if Brendan was still here, along with a few other people. But on this hypothetical that he was, and Brendan was the donkey in charge, then, I think he would have run him into the ground, unfortunately. And, although would he, because he near the end of his tenure, when he started to panic about injuries, he started to make precautionary subs, whether they're injured or not. So he probably would have got it wrong and taken it and kept him on and made his injury worse. So I
think he would have done, and not because he didn't have the players available, but basically because he had his favourites, and if he was being picked as one of his favourites, I think he would have done that. But Brad, well, and I say, just an absolute piece of piss, this, isn't it? PSG of the Championship.
I know, right? You love to see it. Can we stay here? Can we just hold on to the promotion until they sort VAR out, then we'll punch our ticket there?
Can we just say, let's just do a Donald Trump. End it now.
Yeah, stop the count. Count. And also, while we're at it, can we get 3 new contracts offered to Nacho, Wilfred and Yannick? Sod it, give Yannick the extension. Give him a 2-year one. All this forgiven.
One of the topics on Monday night. So, because I was actually watching the very, very good preview show, and it seemed to be very good. There was no take care, Gray. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the donation. There was something that Craig said that the Hamza situation with the extra contract does show that there are conversations going on behind the scenes. And we may, although Enzo's come out and said there's no urgency, I think he's kind of saying that, to kind of just, look, let's concentrate on the games,
Yeah.
I think, as Craig very, very rightly put it, actually, there's going to be things going on. And I think, very quickly, because I want to cover it more on Monday. No, I'm not. We'll leave it till Monday. Leave
it Monday. Leave it to let the viewers hold on. You've got 24 hours or so to wait for us to give our debates on it.
Vestergaard get an extension or not? I think we know. I think the thing is, with Nacho and with Ndidi, I think we just say yes. Although Ndidi is being eyed up by Barcelona, apparently. I don't blame him, but I mean, Ndidi's going to have a career on Strictly Come Dancing anyway, so let's not.
Twinkle toes.
Yeah, exactly.
Although the only person he confused today with his twinkle toes on that left-hand side was himself. Bless him, but
yeah,
he does use it.
That is very true. That is very true. Brad, look, thank you so very, very much.
You're welcome as always, mate.
It's great this winning, isn't it?
I know, get used to it. It's nice. And like I always say, enjoy the good times because they don't last. So let's all enjoy it as well. It's good to see.
They don't, but we have to drop down a division, but it's nice to be win. It's nice to do these matches when we're not talking about a loss, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good to be able to do a post-match and not get cut off because YouTube's taken us down for too much swearing.
Exactly. All right, mate, look. Tell everybody what you're up to, where they can find you. I don't know what game's on at the moment, but some team in blue and white's just gone 2-0 up. Wherever.
Oh, lovely. Well, you can find me. You can find me here most days, if not, because Chris likes to keep me around. But the next time you'll see me might be later tonight. It might be later tonight. I'm going to see what I can grab of highlights and whatnot for the women's game that's currently playing at the moment. So go and check out our sister channel, LTID TV2. You should have done that already, by the way. So if you're watching and you haven't already, go and show it's the same love for sport you do here. And yes, I'll be bringing you a match review, I guess, of the women's game as soon as I can get it all organised. And then obviously you see this gorgeous face back here on Monday.
Indeed, and Everton are losing 2-1 to Brighton and Hove Albion women. So
it's all going wrong for them, isn't it? It's definitely.
I think that's the Everton men are losing 2-1 at home to Brighton and Hove Albion. I shouldn't say that, but
they lost to Luton, mate. That's enough signs for me that they should go down. Hopefully, we'll replace. We can wave them on the way down. Hopefully,
yeah. There were some weird results this weekend in both the top divisions. I'll tell you.
Yeah, Villa scored 6, but I didn't see a Yuri Tillemans.
He came on in the 94th minute, I do believe, or the 90th.
Oh, crucial, integral part of the 6-1 win then.
They were 5-1, I think, at that point. But yes, what a shame. What a shame, Yuri. Anyway, sir, thank you so very much. And I will see you, if I don't see you before, I will see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And thanks to everybody that's joining. Thanks to everybody for the donations. Really do appreciate those fee. Like I say, one day 9-0 is going to bugger a bank account up. It really is. But Brad, all we can say is thanks to all the members. $1.99 if you want to become a member. But finally, it's good night from me.
And it's good night from me. Him.
No.
I'll get it right one day. It's good night from him. Good night
from me. Good night from. I give up. You can't get the staff. See you, Brad.
See you.
Honestly, I tell you what, if I paid him, I'd stop it. Thanks very much, Brad. Check out LTID TV2. Go over there and subscribe. And then you won't miss, and click the notification bell. You won't miss when he's going to do the women's football. And he'll be back on Monday with Let's Talk Leicester, the debate show. It's been great. Another win, top of the league. I'm enjoying this winning stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 8. Take care. Thanks very much to everybody. All the best. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.